Hi everyone, I have been elected to introduce us this week, and despite my wise advice, what the heck is going on?
You already messed it up. That's why
I can hear myself coming through someone. Okay.
Take two.
You had one job, Jason.
Somebody cut that.
I mean, it's going about as I said it was going to go. So I mean, it's
He did warn
expected.
us.
I did say it was a bad idea. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm even supposed to say. I don't pay attention when you guys do the intros, so.
Hi everybody,
Yeah.
thanks for showing up and listening. We're gonna kick some butt. You're gonna watch some frogs die. Oh, you should get Syrinscape because it's cool.
I was gonna say we're gonna have amazing sounds provided by Syrinscape.
Syrinscape, yeah. Sarah's going through.
Syrinscape.
Yeah. No
Syrinscape.
I'm gonna. It's gonna be a good night, isn't it?
I think that is going to
How's
be
everybody doing?
fantastic.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. Tired, but good.
Tired? Why are you tired? Just a long
it's
day?
been one of those weeks. I say that every single time, but it's true. When you work a full-time job, it's, every day you get done and you're like, well, it was one of those days.
Yep. I did not accomplish nearly what I set out to accomplish today.
Right?
I did a lot, but not what I had hoped to do.
Well, I work with this guy named Brandon who just calls me all the time with problems. And
Honestly, I already dislike him. All you did was say his
he's
name, and I'm
the
already like, man,
worst.
seems
Yeah.
like the worst.
It gets to the point where I just wish I wouldn't even answer the phone. But unfortunately, because I'm working from home, I'm using my cell phone, and it's coming through as my work number. So I don't know who's calling. So it's like, is it important or is it just Brandon? I don't know. So I have to roll the dice and I answer it, and then I'm like, oh, not this guy again.
Man, every single time. I honestly would just have you talk to HR about it. Maybe you can get him not to have to
I might
talk.
have to. It's becoming a problem.
Yeah.
Get him blocked.
Yeah.
That guy's such an idiot. I don't understand why he even still has a job, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Frankly, yeah.
You know, it is
Yeah.
what it is.
It is what it is. However, we should do a recap. Does anybody remember what happened last week?
Everything. It's all traumatic.
Yeah,
all of it.
so
The
we,
corporate-
I think they kind of blend together, but we went through Fort What's Its Name, as Justin would say. There was some pointing gun pew pew fingers falling down some shafts. We found a strange looking halfling that's going to take us somewhere that we're totally not going to get screwed over by. And Jason's going to die. So, yeah, that's about it. Oh, we almost got killed by some swarms until our timely friend decided to hand us over something that was mildly helpful.
Our timely friend, Zuweef. Can you do her voice for me? I love it so much.
Jeweef?
Zuweef.
Jeweef? You guys are like, Jeweef? I'm like, no.
No, I at least said Zoif. I mean, I was somewhat close.
That's what it reminded me of when he said zoinks.
Zoinks!
And then, if I recall correctly, the final bit of drama that we ended off on, we had pretty much cleared everything that was in these, and then Miyabe is stuck here in the top left of the map.
Yes. Yeah, and I totally forgot to say that we did find in who originally shot at Luna, who is Zuif, who is a very nice, pleasant Gripply, who Jason literally just curb stomped because he is a ruthless brute. And
At least it was non-lethal.
Yeah, it was not.
That's true. I'll give him that. I mean, he's.
Yeah, maybe next time you won't.
As Saren, I would say he was chivalrous. At least he used bludgeoning damage, or at least non-lethal damage instead of lethal.
So this
Maybe
is
next time she won't shoot people.
So yeah, this is a situation we find ourselves in. The other two party members are over here. And Abner, were you really down in this room all the way this way?
What?
Were you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an Abner right here, too.
Yeah, I'm
there's
actually
one in the
I'm in the
courtyard.
courtyard.
You're in the
Oh wait,
courtyard.
did he get the ability to create reality as he sees fit too?
Yeah,
He is a
evidently.
wizard, so
yeah, that's
it's entirely possible.
conjuration
So-
magic.
Miyabe is in the room.
Mhm.
Aluna is above with the halfling. Abner is in the courtyard. Is Krimmit in the tower with Zuif?
Yeah.
Or did they move to a different location? Are they still in there?
I was going to make my way over yonder, but I haven't yet.
Okay.
Yep, so Aluna was escorting Mozuzi.
And why is he
And-
still down in a different area then? He's still here, right?
Oh.
Yeah, but that's just
Well,
because he
I
didn't get
didn't
moved. Yeah.
move his token, but
It's
that's what's
fine.
happening.
She thinks she's escorting him.
Yeah.
We all love escort quests in any game you ever play.
Yeah.
Anybody
They
says
always
they
get
enjoy them
stuck.
are lying.
You guys decided not to take him through this room with the haunt because of the bodies that you saw, the halfling bodies that you saw there. So you're taking him down this room, but the problem with that is it goes into the final room that you hadn't explored. So Miyabe was coming from the other side and got into this room and was talking with Aluna up the stairs, or up the ladder, when all of a sudden some creatures burst out. And that's where we ended. So first point of order, Miyabe, I want you to roll me a perception check.
Sure. I was going to ask as well, do you want me in the square that he's currently at, or do you want me one down? Because I'd be shouting up to where she was.
Yeah, go ahead and move yourself one down.
Would you like me to take a perception as well, since I'm technically present?
Yeah, but yours will be at a bit of a disadvantage.
Oh,
You're not in the
so-
room.
I apparently ended last session with 2 perception checks. I don't know what those were for.
Can't remember. They don't matter.
Okay. So Miyabe, you're too busy talking with Aluna, and Aluna, you're not in the room, so neither of you hear this scurrying coming from inside the cabinets near you and under the floorboards. So in a surprise round, well, let's go ahead and roll initiative, and then we'll do the surprise round.
No, Brandon, I don't think it's scurrying children. I doubt that it is a swarm of 3-year-olds.
That would be terrifying.
That could have been the kindergarten wing. We don't know what Jason still does not like, so that was the cliffhanger. That was the real cliffhanger.
Oh,
Not what
yeah.
they are, but what does Jason really hate?
What does Jason really
I'm
hate?
still voting either for children, or which are basically my other guess, which are humans. They're just small humans.
I think spiders. I think it's spiders, I bet. But we will find out in a bit of a
Alright,
moment.
so we've got an 8 initiative from Miyabe, a 6 initiative for Abner, a 13 for Aluna, and a 19 for Krimmit. And not too shabby.
I kind of want to hear. I kind of want to hear what Miyabe's yelling voice is, because it's so slow paced when he talks normally. What happens when he's excitable? Like, what does his voice sound like when he's excited?
It's like high pitched.
Yeah, like-
I say, wouldn't it be funny if he was one of those people where their voice just goes up like 2 octaves when they're angry? I met them. I know those people in real life. They exist.
it just gets steadily higher pitched.
All
We'll
right.
find out, I guess.
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
don't
Oh
think
no
that's
no
supposed
no
to-
no!
Okay. So in the surprise round, coming out of the cupboards, there are 2 creatures.
Dos.
And then coming up
creaturos.
out of the
Sorry,
floorboard.
my first real guess, it really was the centipede.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
So blow this up for you. So maybe.
Yeah, we got it here.
So these creatures are 3 feet long, and they use their surprise round move action to come barreling out at you from the cupboards and up through the rotten floorboards of this, not rotten, up through the floorboards of this seemingly kitchen area. So moving into round 1, it is their turn again. They rolled really well in their initiative. So seeing Miyabe right there in front of them, they will go after the only living creature that they can see. So Brown
And are they large?
will... no, they're just medium. Actually, they're technically small.
Okay.
They're 3 feet long, but they're still considered small creatures. All right, so
I'm less than 2
Brown...
feet, and I'm still small, so.
Yeah. 17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. So let me... I guess I'll do this one at a time. All right, so that's going to be effectively 0 damage, but I guess it's what, 1 non-lethal damage?
1 non-lethal is the minimum damage.
Minimum is 1 non-lethal, yeah.
Real quick, can everybody hear the music playing?
No.
Yeah.
All right, I just restarted it, so let me know if you can't.
I have it pretty quiet, but I can definitely hear it.
I'm not getting any music. What the heck?
Are you in Syrinscape? Not our sponsor?
Yeah. Yeah. It shows that music's playing, but I'm not getting any sound.
All right, let me
Yeah,
stop
everything.
it completely. I'll stop it,
Let me reboot it.
let it cycle.
Well, yeah. You got to be in there when she starts it, Justin, or it won't work.
And I'm starting it again. Let me know if you can hear it.
It's slowly amping up. Don't worry.
Do you have the volume turned up? I can turn it up on my end.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, we're good.
Justin still can't hear it?
No, let me change something here. Oh, there we go. No, we're good. We're good.
I was
Okay.
about to start humming it for you.
It was a setting. I got it.
Jason, do you have it?
No,
Huh.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, my computer, it was because my volume was set to my speakers, which is weird because you guys were coming through here, but the sound of the game wasn't. Which,
Oh. Maybe that's the case with me
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, check it just to make sure that's what mine
Yeah,
was.
that's what it was.
Yeah, weird. I'm like, what? Why?
User error.
So yeah, everybody good to go?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you need me to restart it, Jason? You good?
No, we're good. I can hear it now.
Okay. Because you can't do a combat without battle music. That's like
I mean,
that's
you
like
can.
eating popcorn without butter.
You can do that
Awesome.
too. Just eat it with salt.
Can't butter without butter.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Give me a stick of butter.
Like doing combat without butter. You gotta have butter.
Hey, if you cast grease, you gotta have that butter in your pocket. So,
A stick of butter.
I can't believe it's not grease.
right?
Listen,
All
brother,
right,
you gotta
so
have butter.
Under Jason
So-
dying.
I rolled a 0 for damage, so that's 1 non-lethal damage. Is that how it works?
I believe I take 1 point of non-lethal damage.
All right, so you take 1 point of non-lethal, and I need you to roll a Fortitude save.
So you're not getting off that easy. Oh, lordy.
All right, so with a natural 20 for 24, you seem to be okay. From number brown.
Number brown, indeed.
Number brown.
Here we go, that number. I'm not going there.
All right,
Where I'm
from
from, that's number
green,
2.
that's going to be a... Oh, no, that's a natural 3, so that's going to miss. From red, is going to move up to you and bite for a miss, and then blue will also bite for a miss. Actually, 12. Flat-footed?
My flat-footed AC is 13.
Oh, okay. So 1 bite attack for really bad damage, and 3 misses. So next up in initiative is technically Crimit. At this point, though, you haven't heard anything from where you're at, I don't think.
Okay.
So we'll say for right now, until somebody yells out and gets you, we'll say that you're just talking with Zuif.
What are you doing later? Just kidding. Just kidding. That's later.
You caught me off guard.
probably-
I wasn't sure how to respond to that.
Maybe he caught her off guard.
Did I go catch some flies or something? No.
She's flat-footed.
Flat-footed. You don't get your dex AC.
Not going there, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm probably just chit-chatting. Actually, I was interested about why, when she'd indicated that she had, I think, was kicked out of her village. But what that was all about.
Yep, okay. So we'll say that you're still engaged in conversation for the time being. We'll move really quickly to Aluna.
How do you
Assuming
pronounce...
this is all
Yeah, Mozuzi? Zuzi?
Mozuzi.
Mozuzi. Well, she shouts out to him and tells him to run back and get Crimit's attention. So she'll bark an order to him.
Does he know what I am, though? That's going to be hilarious when he comes in and he sees two Gripply.
Yeah, we walked past you just a moment ago.
Does he speak a common language with him?
He speaks.
I only speak
Polyglot.
Gripply.
Well,
That's what I thought.
that's not my problem.
Polyglot and halfling.
Yeah, the halfling, that'll help.
That'll help. That'll help.
Well, I'm more just curious to see if he was really attacked by lizard folk and he runs in his distraught state and sees two frog people. I mean, I know we're not lizards, but...
All right, so I'll throw him in initiative because I didn't expect to have to roll initiative for him.
Well, you can just
So
go now.
Apparently, his initiative is the same as Aluna's.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's perfectly convenient.
We'll throw him in right now. So he'll look to you, and his eyes are wide with fear at your tone and sudden serious demeanor, and he's going to turn and double move. What is his movement? 25. So that's his first movement, and then he'll use his second movement to get there.
Okay,
All right, so that was Mozuzi.
and then I will.
Now we are at Miyabe.
Mm,
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't take your turn
yeah.
No, it's a full
You
round
good.
action to direct an NPC.
to direct an NPC.
No, I am actually going to go ahead and cast a spell, Bane. I do not have the text available, but they get a will save. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it can affect them because it doesn't say it's mind affecting, so I think it can affect bugs.
Can you? I don't know if you can see them though,
From where I am,
because you're still up. You're still up above.
I don't have to see
Right?
them. It's not a
Bane
target.
is an enchantment, compulsion, emotion, fear, mind affecting.
It is mind affecting, so it wouldn't work. Yikes.
I thought it was.
But she wouldn't know that necessarily. Can I get a knowledge local?
Less would work.
Yeah, she'll drop down. So she'll
Yep.
be.
So it's gonna be a knowledge nature, I believe.
All right, I'll take it. Just see if she would know whether or not that's gonna work. Normally, I'd be fine letting the player know that, but she has not done much adventuring, and she has 0 ranks in nature, so she wouldn't necessarily know. Unless it's DC
Okay.
10.
Yep. So she's not able to make that check.
So then she will go ahead and cast Bane, a 50-foot radius. They're mind affected. It's a mind affecting thing, so I'm pretty sure they're immune unless they're special. But otherwise, they take a -1 penalty on attack rolls and saving throws.
Well, actually, I'll let you roll in knowledge nature because I would say that this is a common creature, so it's
Oh.
DC 5 plus their CR. So I'd let you roll it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
less than 10.
Sure. Then it's a flat that. Okay. Then in that
Okay.
case, she'll cast the other spell which I had prepared, which is Barbed Chains. Which
On
Okay.
Miyabe.
Is there any information that you wanted to get off of them with that knowledge roll, though? A 19?
Technically, I think you only get a 10, right? Like you
Yeah.
can roll if the DC is 10, but you don't.
Right.
I don't quote me on that, but I don't know if you count as the check being higher than 10.
Yeah, I don't know about that either, but I think that that's what I get. I think that that's plenty. She knows that they're...
Okay.
Yeah.
You would be able to identify them. So they are called chaparral. Here, I'll write it in the chat. It's CHAPARRAL centipedes. So they're chaparral centipedes, and they are small vermin.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently, Barbed Chains also happens to be mind affecting, so...
Seriously. Okay, so yeah, I don't think it would be. Yeah, I'd have to look into that more deeply
If
because
half
that
of the
does damage in addition to shaken, so they'd be immune to shaken, but I feel like they'd still take damage.
I think that that's true, but I don't know that to be true. Yeah. I mean, that's up to Sarah. So basically, there's 2 parts of this spell. One is it deals damage, and or I can make a trip attempt. And then the second half is on a successful hit, the target must attempt a will save. If it fails its save, the creature is shaken for 1d4 rounds. I doubt they could become shaken, but she could probably still make the trip attempt maneuver.
I'm not sure I guess the text doesn't say that they can't be tripped, but they're centipedes, so they've got like millions of legs.
That's true. Then you could just
Really?
take 1d6 points of slashing damage, which that's fine.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll go ahead and you can cast that and do the damage.
All right, I'll do it on blue. So it uses my base attack bonus plus your key spellcasting ability score. So base attack bonus is 0 plus 4. So I'm just going to roll a wisdom check here, and that's going to be the roll. So 21 to hit. Does that hit?
Yes, that will hit.
And 1d6 of damage. 3 points of damage on blue.
Okay.
And we'll
So-
actually... Yeah, we'll stay there.
Okay. So blue. Okay. Oh my. Abner just rolled 1d177. They have 143 pairs of legs.
That's a lot of legs. That's a lot of legs.
It's not quite a million,
It's,
but it's
A lot
quite
of
a few.
legs. All right. So that was Aluna's turn. Now it is Miyabe's turn.
Is Abner really at 2, by the way?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, the last thing that Miyabe did is that he had looked up the top and he had said that he didn't see anything bad down here.
Yeah.
So as soon as these centipedes come out, I figured he was going to turn and look back up and be like, Aluna, I was wrong. There is much danger here. Go away. But
RIP!
this would be the greatest opportunity to use like greater cleave if a first level character could have such a feat.
Oh, that would be so good. Boom, 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 boom. You did them all.
I will take one attack at, I guess, blue, because that is the... I mean, they're mindless, so they're probably not going to try to reposition themselves, but
Technically.
I don't want that one to be able to 5-foot step and flank, but whatever.
Yeah, they're
So I'll make one attack against blue. Might not hit.
a 13 on the die. We're hoping that hits. Currently, Sarah's audio is once again out. We're waiting for the confirmation. A thumbs up or thumbs down will do. Or a type. Here it is. That hits and kills it, dealing 10 points of bludgeoning damage as he hits it with his Earthbreaker, and it just squashes to the floor.
Of course, I was being non-lethal. I learned a lesson. I don't want to, in case these centipedes are actually just defending
Sentient.
their home. You know?
Yeah, they're sentient centipedes.
How do you hit a centipede with non-lethal damage with an Earthbreaker?
What's weird is she says her computer froze, but like I see her face. She's moving.
She has the face of everything is going terrible.
It's back now. I
Oh,
think
it's back.
like my toolbar was spinning and I couldn't do anything in my combat manager, and Discord was not responding, so I just...
You're probably getting a call from that Brandon jerk.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
It's 7:14, doesn't he know? Like, work hours. Come on, work hours.
Right? Seriously. So anyway, Blue is dead.
Cool.
Cool, I love
Did
that.
you hear that he was calling non-lethal damage, though? So you can question it later.
What do you
Oh,
know?
really?
It's a
That was a
tip.
joke.
It was
Oh.
I was
jest.
joking.
It's squashed on the floor.
I don't appreciate that.
I'll take a
Um,
stream poll to figure out if he was joking or not.
You don't appreciate jokes? I'm confusion.
And Miyabe's not going to move. He's just going to get a defensive stance and protect Aluna.
All right, it cut out for me again, so I missed that.
He's
but I
staying
don't know.
still, taking a defensive stance, not fighting defensively, but just staying there, holding his ground.
Okay. All right, so next up is Abner.
Abner
Abner-
Calhoun.
Abner, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
DC 5 for the sounds of battle, plus he's fighting against 2 walls, and the fact that battle happens to be centipedes and not people grunting and crying.
Yeah.
So
And he's sort of far away, and that was one thing that, I mean, I miss all the time is if you're more than 10 feet away the DC increases by 1 for every 10 feet, I think.
Yeah, every 10 feet for a perception check. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say with a 16 that you're able to hear that there's commotion going on in this room.
I respect that, yeah. Easy enough.
The doors would probably be open. The DC to hear battle, I think, is 10, and he's only 50 feet away, so I think you're good for that.
I thought it was,
Abner clearly runs this direction.
I thought the base DC was 5. Maybe I'm mistaken.
He gone.
You're right.
He's gone.
As he runs, pew 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 pew.
Yeah,
Finger gun.
the whole way.
Finger guns. He's got some quests to turn in. All that experience.
Yeah.
He's going back to that room with the haunt to farm for XP.
No, sorry, the sound of battle is -10.
So incredibly easy. So I was wrong, you were wrong. Yeah, you hear it, buddy. Go in there.
Alright. So he'll go right there.
Is -10. Wow. So you gotta be pretty far away to not hear it.
And then he shoots Miyabe.
He's actually a centipede person.
Shoot the one, Miyabe. And then
He
he's
opens up his
dead.
coat and he has like 143 arms.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Little arms.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it.
It reminds me of like a Kingdom Death monster. They're all like that. They've got like arms on them and stuff. Ugh.
I hate it.
I don't think I can. Can I see this one? The orange one?
I'd say.
Yeah, I would say that you could, if the door's open, you can see brown.
It maybe have partial. Well, technically it
brown.
wouldn't. Technically it wouldn't have cover.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Ooh, do that. Is this at touch AC?
Bruh.
Yeah.
Looks
Barely.
like it.
Looks like it. He's within his first range increment, and you don't have precise shot, so don't forget the -4. But other than that,
Yep,
you are
firing into melee.
good to go.
Well, I will let you know their touch AC is the same as their regular AC.
I mean, I figured.
Yeah, well, they're bugs.
So this -4 because I don't have it programmed for -4.
Sure.
Okay.
16.
12.
That'll hit for
Oh,
3.
12.
12.
12
12 might.
just misses.
AC 13.
AC 13.
So you're just hit then, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hit with a 10 on the die, so I got to roll just above average.
Uh-huh. So standard.
Clearly, he blames Miyabe for being so big and distracting while in that tiny room surrounded by centipedes. That's clearly
All of his rippling muscles that
Yeah.
just capture your eye.
right. He's glinting. He's sweating. You
Got a
know.
nice sheen.
Yep, he's got a nice sheen going. Real good dude sweat going on. Alright, that's my turn. I'm done.
I'm not really sure what happened to this campaign.
Yeah, suddenly the sexual tension went way through the
We
roof
took
for
a
no
turn.
reason.
Let me reiterate that Miyabe is not an attractive individual.
And we've
I
got
think
no
it's all
bars.
stems
What's
from the fact that
happening?
Jason was the one who initiated the podcast today.
I was going to
That's
say,
true.
listen,
That's true.
you say he's not attractive. Maybe Abner's into it. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
There's a particular
Oh,
reason why he
nice.
dyes his hair black.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. We're gonna have to visit this during role play after this combat.
I mean,
Okay.
we might not have.
I was gonna say, I vote to skip.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Abner's turn. Next up is their turn. So 3 of them are still up, and Brown
They all go
will
after
bite.
Abner. Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, because it's the top of round 2. So Abner was at the bottom. So
No, I mean they all attack him.
Yeah. So they're good.
I see.
Says he has
I was just
2
saying
HP.
that was a good call on your part to have them all attack Abner.
Yep, I agree with that sentiment. Well done, Sarah. What? You know
That's
what?
Centipede.
Can we get a round of applause for Sarah's great DM work? Oh my gosh. She's so good. She's so good.
All right, first attack on Miyabe. Oh my word. All right, natural 3. I
Get-
tell you,
outta
rolling
here.
left-handed, I roll only single digits.
Keep that coming. Keep that
Oh,
coming.
another single digit.
Good.
Nope, that's gonna miss.
At 11?
And final. Ooh, natural 18. So that's gonna hit.
What's gonna happen?
Maybe.
Yeah, what's the total?
If they have a -4
21.
to hit, that won't work.
No, a 21 to hit for red. So that's gonna be
Actual
Another 1 point of non-lethal damage, and roll another fortitude save.
Probably fail this. No, that one was good too.
All right, so 19 on your fort save. You're still okay. And now we are at Crimit. So Crimit, you can see that Mozuzi is running frantically back to you along the parapet, and he's yelling at you in a language saying things you don't understand.
Can I get a sense motive? Because I don't know who this guy is.
Sure, roll a sense motive.
He is pointing, I would hope.
12. So I have a random individual who's still taller than me running at me.
I shoot him. Bam!
I mean, maybe. I don't speak his language, so...
Leaf shoots at him.
You would have seen him passing by with a Luna, though.
Yeah, and
I
yeah,
never...
So
How did I see that, though?
we
They would have had to go through your tower to
Yeah.
get there.
yeah,
We
they're
crossed
going
that.
through this room.
We cross paths.
you...
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think you did. All right, that makes more sense. Okay, I have
Yeah.
seen it before.
So
I don't know what he's saying.
You don't know what he's saying, but Zuif knows what he's saying. And in the middle of your conversation, she'll be like, "Your companion there is yelling at you that there's something wrong. Someone's getting attacked. I think it's the big guy."
Oh, no. Do you want to come watch him fall?
Yeah.
I was just saying that because I figured that would get her to follow us. Follow me to help out. Not that I want to see Miyabe die. I'm thinking.
I thought Zuif was cute, and now I think she's just a psychopath. Do you want to see him die?
So,
Yeah, that sounds
can I
fun.
still move, or was that full action to understand the conversation?
I don't know. I'm tempted to call it a full round action, but
Alrighty then. Good luck, Jason.
no.
I
Go ahead. You have your full complement of turn.
okay, good.
Well, let's just split it in the middle and say I do one move action.
That's fair.
Or you do 2 move actions just really slowly.
Yeah.
You're just walking. You
Yes.
double move at a
You're
walk.
real casual about it. Like,
Come on, come
I
on, Zuif. We should
just saunter,
probably
though.
hurry.
I
He's
just
a big
had the
man,
mental
he's
image
fine.
of a frog power walking down the parapet.
Power walking, or like that crazy like cartoon saunter, you know, where their arms are real big and they're overconfident with their step. Like,
Yep.
These boots were made for a walk-in.
he's the
That's just
WB
what they'll
frog.
do.
WB frog. He's got like a top hat, a cane. He's twirling it as he's walking down the parapet, taking his time, slapping his frog feet.
or he's coming out like a WWE wrestler, you know.
Yeah.
John Cena is just a frog walking along.
All right, so now we're at Aluna's turn.
The one Luna. She's going to 5-foot step. Wah! She's going to 5-foot step, and then she is going to roll to give advantage. Actually, let's 5-foot step. Well, do these inhibit my walking at all? The tables or anything? The cupboards or... She's muted
You
again.
have nowhere to go unless you.
Hello?
Have nowhere to go unless
don't know.
you...
She's contemplating.
Am I back yet?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
back.
Okay. All right. It's hard for me to tell because you guys were still. I could still hear you.
Do these
okay,
block
so-
movement?
Right. Yeah. So I'm going to say that they're all cabinets and cupboards.
Okay. I'm assuming
It
I
was
can.
just delayed that time.
I don't understand.
It's amazing. So I have literally nowhere you're telling
Okay.
me I can go.
Right. Unless you try to move through Miyabe and their square.
Is there a climb check? Are these like kind of on top of them?
I would say that you would have to use a move action to hop up there.
Okay. Move action to there then, up on top. And, well, first pull out the quarterstaff and then move. That's all I have the action economy to do.
Okay.
Because I don't
All
have
right.
a
Sounds
PAP,
good.
So I cannot draw it as part of a move.
Okay. So that was Aluna's turn. Next, it's Mozuzi's turn, who is going on the same initiative as her. So he's running full force forward just to see this frog casually like saunter by him, and so he's going to continue. Well, actually, she told him. What did you tell him to go back and get the frog?
Yeah, just get help. Tell the other
Okay.
because he saw the two of them. So
I think he just said get our friends, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows which ones are the friends.
Yeah, so he is gonna continue moving into this room, and then he's going to say in polyglot to Zuif, I don't know who you are, but come help. They are in trouble. And he'll say that, and then he will move back out here.
beautiful.
So that's his turn. Next up is Miyabe.
Stay back, Aluna. I will take care of this. And then he will attack brown. No. I mean, strategically, it would be best to take out, like, red or green. But, yeah, I'll take out red.
Okay.
He's competent. He's a warrior.
At least I'll try to. I'll probably miss. I don't have a very good to hit. There we go. Same as before.
Hey, that's a 13
So-
on the.
You smash that guy to, like, smithereens.
Beautiful.
It's literally the same as before. Same attack roll. The damage die were both the same 2-5, 2-5.
Yep.
I would call hacks, but who would want their hacks to be a 13? to hit?
13.
That's the true big
Uh.
brain. You always just set it to like one above average all the time. Just always.
Right.
No, I don't ever crit,
Alright,
but I
so
always
that was-
hit. So
It was Miyabe's turn. Now it's Abner.
Abner Calhoun steps up.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. What do you want your character to do?
He's gonna reload his pistol.
Okay. All right.
Classic.
So is that full round action to reload?
Yes.
Okay.
At this level,
Okay. Now we're back to brown and green because red is dead.
that's a fun saying.
But is he
Alright.
redeemed?
What?
This is a dumb joke. Don't even worry.
Like redemption, Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, is he? He's,
Oh, okay. We're just gonna move on and pretend that didn't happen. All
it
right.
was
So
pretty witty. though.
striking out at Miyabe. Swear, I rolled like 3 9s.
Uh-huh. She's just going easy
And a
on those.
4.
She's just
Yeah,
going
So-
I'm
easy
very
on
upset
this.
about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so neither of those hit. They bite out at you, but neither of them land purchase. Next up is Crimit.
All right, so I really just have to double move, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much all you can accomplish.
Keep on swaggering.
So I guess I like run over here quick, just try to take in what I see. Obviously, there's nobody here. Can I hear that the combat is underneath me at least? Like I'm assuming I know that.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Because
As you
the
get
trapdoor
louder, you
is
can-
open, too. Cause
So I go to the
Yeah.
hatch, and I guess I just kind of stand at the edge and just kind of like peek in to take a look at, what's going on.
Okay. All right.
You guys
so
need help down here?
Okay.
Turn.
Next up is Aluna.
Yes. She's
Is Delete in initiative now too, or she's not
Oh,
gonna
I-
help?
I didn't put her in. She will spend her turn gathering up some of her treasures.
Awesome. Aluna is going to... that'd be really nice if I could do that, but I can't, probably. Oh, I could do that. When you withdraw, you could ignore one space, right? That threatens.
Yes.
But moving out of and through both threaten. So I couldn't withdraw
Yes.
to there. That would have been smart otherwise. And I don't have the skilled acrobatics, so I'm just gonna stay where I am, and I'm going to roll to aid against orange. So it'll be DC 10 to give a +2 on his next attack. I don't.
All right. So 5 is not going to aid, unfortunately. Now it is Mozuzi's turn, so he will just follow Frog that he was supposed to get to be right there.
I will say the -1 feels very different from Aiden's, like, what, +14, +16 or something like that. Ridiculous. It's it's a different feel, that's for sure.
So next up is Miyabe.
Miyabe will continue his assault. I feel it feels like it's kind of like whack-a-mole. He'll just smash one, and the next round smash one, and then he will try to continue the onslaught on green. Try to take this one out.
Okay.
We'll see if I can roll a third 10 in a row. Well,
No. Well, your damage was 10.
it was only a 3 and a 4 that time, not a 2 and a 5.
Yep. So a 20 to hit with 10 damage is going to smush the green centipede.
And then he will look up to Krimet and he will say, "No, I think we have it under control now. Thank you for asking."
I hope this last one kills you.
I mean, you've been doing non-lethal damage so far, so that would be a very big change.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Abner.
Plus, Abner's just going to kill it right now, so.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. Actually, at this level, it's just pew.
It's just pew. Real slow pew.
Oh my. Okay.
16.
So a 16 against touch for 5 bludgeoning piercing damage. That is going to kill Brown.
Oh yeah, what did I say?
Nice. Thanks for that hack, Jason.
Kermit turns around to
With
what's
that,
his
he
name?
will.
I thought you said they needed me.
He looks at you and cocks his head.
Oh,
'cause
that's
he doesn't
true.
know what you're saying.
He doesn't know. I said it common, so.
I think this is the most complex language one I've played with you guys yet, where like everyone
Right?
speaks a different language.
We're working with common, polyglot, gripply, halfling.
Halfling. It's all
Yeah,
over the
it's-
place.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're able to squash all of these giant centipedes. And looking around in this room, you now see that shelves bedeck the walls of the square room. A solid stone slab sits atop a waist-high counter at the northern edge of the room, covered with spoiled vegetables and rotting hunks of meat. There's the wooden door that exits to the east, which you came in through, and then the wooden ladder 15 feet to the second floor that Aluna descended.
You know what we want, Sarah. What's that XP?
What's that XP? So for defeating a challenge rating 1/4, there were 4 of these guys. They are each 100 XP.
So that's 100 each.
For a total of 400.
Yep, 100 each. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Each of us gain 100 more.
Yep.
And I just have to say, I love creatures whose damage is 1d3 minus 3.
My favorite.
Yep.
You really can't do much with that.
Nope. Bats are like that. They got pretty low.
Well, they clearly had some sort of poison, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
that could've been
That's what you
pretty
hope to
fun.
hit them with.
Yep.
On those low ones, generally speaking.
Yeah, so that poison was DC 11 Fortitude, once per round for 6 rounds, and 1d2 Dex damage.
I gotta say, Miyabe's playing his role as the tank pretty well, even with that 14 AC. That's not that high.
Miyabe will turn to Aluna and he will say, "Thank you for your help. That went better than it could have, perhaps." And then he'll look out the doorway at Abner and he'll be like, "And thank you as well."
You got it, friend.
You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me, Mr. Miyabe.
So Kermit will just walk back to see if so we've got her purse and everything around, and she's ready to come join the rest of the party.
What are they dating now?
He's gonna like walk back, like it's kind of like he rushed all the way over there for nothing. He's kind of like, I don't know what the problem was.
So you're saying there's no problem?
I guess not. I don't know.
Oh. And she'll just drop all the stuff that she had picked up. Okay. Guess you don't need my help then.
I guess I didn't need mine either.
I'm gonna take the time to look over everything in this room.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's what we were doing. Miyabe was gonna, as soon as he saw there was no danger, he was gonna start going through more deeply. So we can all do that, I guess, because we've already looked through all the other rooms, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 20. I'll spend 2 minutes doing it. I don't think we have any threats going on, so.
Did I find what this other key was for? I have another key, right? Like there were 2 keys, and one key was for Zweef's chest, and then there's just another key.
So you would recall that this door was locked, but you just busted it. So you think that maybe it opened this armory door?
Ah, okay. Okay.
When you have a Miyabe, you don't need keys, apparently.
I just throw that key away.
Who needs a robe when you have a Miyabe?
When you have a Miyabe.
Yeah. So real quick, Krimmit, was there anything else that you wanted to discuss with Zweef, or were you?
So you said you left your village?
Sort of. I left it, but I didn't want to leave it, I guess. I was kind of kicked out.
Oh, well, what happened?
I don't really know. I think it's because I accidentally killed some tadpoles.
Oh, that would maybe do it. Yeah. Accidentally killing children of any race is probably as frowned upon in many cultures.
It was an accident.
Sure. Okay, we can move on to a different topic if you'd like.
Sure.
Sure.
So where?
Complete lack of remorse.
Are you guys? Do you want to move into the fort with me? Is that why you're here?
No tadpole killer.
Yeah, Kermit just like kind of looks in deeply to himself and realizes there's probably no future with her because obviously she.
In that moment, he overcomes every sense of emotion that he's felt. He doesn't know.
When he decides maybe he doesn't want to have kids or anything, he'll maybe come and see what she's up to. But I guess he'll figure it out.
Kermit like confronts it right now. Consider the future. The answer's no. Move on with your life, pal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like peek behind the curtain for a second. So the module says exiled from her tribe for causing the death of tadpoles, and that's it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, we should have finished the job. I'm not sure.
Imagine for a moment
Doesn't
you
say
meet
it
a
there.
character. You meet a character that was human in this game, and they go, "I was exiled from my village. Why? I may have killed some children on accident."
Right, I accidentally murdered thousands of babies.
To interact with that person any longer than you had to before being like, "Have a good life. You're clearly a terrible person. Goodbye."
Now, to be fair, it could be, like Jason said, it could be just not humanoid, just regular old animal tadpoles, which would still be very revered as familiar ancestors to tadpole, to frog
Right?
people. But they wouldn't at least be sentient. So, there's
Yeah,
degrees.
it also says she has trouble processing death or mourning others, which is in part why she ended up exiled from her tribe. So
Oh, so she really has no remorse for it. Also, though, technically in Pathfinder established lore, I guess technically animals do have souls, technically, so... I guess...
She murdered hundreds of children. Awesome.
So
Great.
if there is a Pathfinder Tinder dating app, I'm probably swiping left now.
At first, though, that
It's just-
profile has you intrigued. Like, you keep reading, you're like, oh, cool, she likes to read, she likes this, and you find out, killed 5,000 children. Oh.
It feels nothing about it.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of
Well, 6,000 would have been a problem. That's my cutoff, but we're still all right. So I guess he'd be like, no, we're not really moving in. We were actually just coming to check out the fort, and now we got this other guy. I don't know what he's saying. Luna's now caring for two, I suppose. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Are you sure that you're gonna stay here and be safe? Because we've literally been attacked in like every room.
I don't know. I don't. Nobody's attacked me.
Well, that's actually not true.
I don't know where else I would go. This is the only place I know to stay.
Well, I could see if you want to try to go to the main settlement, and there it's probably safer. I mean, I would probably recommend staying away from the preschool or something, because past tendencies, but other than that, I mean, maybe they'll take you in as long as you promise to behave.
Oh, are there tadpoles there?
I'm not sure. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Sense motive?
What does he do? Put him in a jar?
Ooh, 22.
That's the most genuinely serial killer thing that you have ever done.
I feel like Sarah's very much embodying this character.
I was joking earlier when I said, oh, so she's actually like a psychopath. She's like, do you want to see Miyabe die? And she's like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I'd love to watch the life leave his eyes. That sounds like fun. And now she's like, hey, tadpoles. Are there more?
If anyone has played this module and listens to this, they're going to be like, what is this character? This is not at all.
This is not how we played Zuif at all. This is much darker.
The problem is that you have somehow made a genocidal maniac sympathetic. I still think she's adorable. Like, yeah, come on, it's fine. Oh, you killed some people. That's all right. Just live in town. Just don't do it again. Oh, you're so bad.
Like, well, stay away from the preschools.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Are there lots of tall folk in this place?
Are there tall people there? I mean, I guess as tall as, Miyabe and Luna, or they're just normal size humans?
That's the tall folk, basically.
Yeah.
You would know
So
that.
basically, from her perspective, most of humans are tall folk to her.
Goblins use the same term. The long
Long
legs.
Gotcha. All right, so if I'm less than 2 feet tall, literally everybody's taller than me. They are all tall folk.
I mean, that
Even
one
the
guy
short
that-
folk are tall folk. That halfling was tall folk.
I guess you're right. They kind of scare me, though. Are they all like that big guy? I don't know if I would do well around them if they're all like him.
No, some are drunk and come at you with shivs, but
Really
Oh, it
selling her
doesn't
on
need to
it.
be drunk.
well, they drink some sort of tonics, and it just makes them get a little woozy. It's like if you found a crazy mushroom.
Oh, have you done mushrooms before?
I'm really considering my life choices at the moment.
I'm just messing with you. If you think that it's safe to go, then maybe we can go. But I'm afraid of the tall folk. And if there's any dogs there, I don't want to see any dogs.
See dogs when we were there?
You didn't notice any, but that doesn't mean they're not there. So we'll just say that you guys continue this conversation. And
Yeah, so I guess when
meanwhile,
she
we will
asks,
hop over to.
Yeah, well, I'll hop over.
Yeah,
To the
Crimmit,
other
go ahead.
members.
Go ahead, Crimmit. Go ahead and ask the psycho serial killer to join the village. That's fine. It's fine. Hey, why did all the kids start going missing in the town? Huh? I don't know. It was about the same time the old frog lady moved in. Who knows?
What you're telling me is that if anything bad happens in that town from this point on, it's going to be her fault.
Yes.
Yep.
Especially if it involves children.
I'm glad that you
Absolutely.
understand how guilt works. It's really glad we're on the same page here.
We're going to meet a frog enthusiast, and in the epilogue of this module, Sarah's going to say that all of his tadpoles suddenly started going missing. And we're going to know why.
We're gonna know why.
Oh
I'm gonna
dear.
get you guys' input before. Yeah.
I mean, technically, Grimmy, you're the only one who knows all of that information. So
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
Because I'm guessing. Oh yeah, but you only speak Gripply in common with her, not common.
No, she doesn't speak common. I do,
Gripply.
so I could speak common to them.
I said Gripply in common, but forgetting that common is a language. So
Oh, I
you
see
only-
what you did there.
Yeah, it was unintentional.
It's Taldane if you want to avoid the confusion. Although nobody says that, so
Well, anyway, so it looks like she's gonna regather up the stuff that she just spilled out and put it in her little backpack, and she will follow you for the time being.
then why drop it?
Guess what?
And we will move over to I just lost Miyabe and Aluna. So you're looking around this room.
You're looking at a
And-
30 or a 32 if Miyabe can aid for whatever DCs you have to worry about.
yeah, my perception's +5, so I'd get a 25, or I could just aid him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Her, thank you.
So oh, I see what you're saying. I was expecting a roll, but I get what you're. So you notice that there is a large wooden trunk in the corner, and if you go through that trunk, you can find a lot of different items. So you find a healer's kit.
Ooh, I love that. How much
I
does
don't
it
know
weigh?
if whoever's jotting down inventory.
Yeah.
It was Justin.
Yeah.
That's me!
Okay, so healer's kit.
Hang on! Hang on!
Okay.
Hang on!
I'm hanging on.
Hang on! It's working! Okay. I got it. Ready.
All right, healer's kit.
Healer's kit. Okay.
2 bottles of
Bottles.
anti-plague.
Anti-plague.
That's going to prove useful.
2 bottles of antitoxin.
2
2
bottles.
of anti-
4 bottles of blood block.
4 bottles of blood block.
2 sun rods.
Ooh, nice.
2.
I like sunrods.
Sunrods.
And then there are various bandages, wood alcohol, needles, thread, splints,
So
and
healer's
herbal tinctures. So you can just say like a bunch of medical supplies that are would probably be worth some gold. You go ahead and roll. Actually, no, you're not there.
kit.
Do either of you guys want to roll appraise on that, or you don't care?
I don't.
Uh,
I'll roll it, or I'll roll a heal check, but I don't care.
Miyabe rolled a 2, and Aluna rolled a 13.
these are all worthless. Let me throw
yeah.
them away.
So I think Aluna would see
unfortunately-
the utility behind them, but not the value. She didn't really care about money so much. So
Yeah. Yep. So that's what you find in that room when you're scouring about. Abner, you are looking around in this bigger room.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I may have read this when Miyabe went in there, but I'll read it again. So broken halves of a large table lie askew in the center of this room. Half a dozen 4-foot-long spears protrude from one half of the table, and brown blood stains mar the floor. A basic map of the region covers most of one wall, hanging next to a picture of an austere-looking man. And I can actually show you... Let me see here. If I have a picture of it. So this is... I don't have it as a handout, but I do have it as a map. So this is what the map that you see on the wall.
it's blank.
It's black.
Okay, let me take
Nice
off
map you put
that
there.
dog of war.
Hey, that's a nice.
How about
map
now?
You got that.
Hey.
You can't blow
It's got
that up,
hex-
can you?
No, I can't, unfortunately. I thought I had it as a handout, but it appears that I do not.
Alright, hang on.
You
Actually-
should be able to blow it up if you go to whatever layer it's on and select it.
Yep.
Can you just zoom?
Well, if you will just chat amongst yourselves for a hot second, I can
Sure.
do a thing.
So
I invite, hey guys, so I was just gonna have her and come over and hang out with us, but she apparently has killed babies. Should we take her to the settlement?
I think Jason
Wow.
had something. before
I'm
you-
just gonna look at that picture of the austere man and go, I believe I've had my hands inside this man before. I believe I was digging about his meat sack trying to find useful items earlier. What a disturbing image that is burned in my brain.
Actually, it's not who you think it is, but roll me a
Oh.
knowledge, local, or nobility if you have it.
The wording on that. The wording
I was
on that was
You've had your
amazing.
hands
Have you been inside the man
yeah.
before?
That's exactly what happened. My hands inside his goose.
I don't know what's going on with this kid.
Our clean tag!
I'm uncomfortable.
I need an adult.
Everything is fine. I'm fine.
I don't have knowledge local.
Jace, did you have a scene that you wanted to actually conduct?
no, it wasn't a scene. I was just going to have us explain or discuss, maybe out of character, what our next moves were as far as quests.
So I put the map as a handout in your journals now, so you should be able to get in there and see.
Beautiful.
To hand out one.
Yep. No, it's called Lower Courier River Delta.
There we are. Now you can get a good look at it, and you can see the whole map.
And do you know which hex we are in?
Here, I will put us back on the map because
I'll
it's
be right
easier
back.
to ping.
Like Z?
Okay. You guys are right. Actually, no. That's Pridon's Hearth is right here. Fort Breakthrough is further
here.
down the coast.
Yep.
Fortunately, this isn't cool like our Rune Lords package. I can't just make the text appear. I have all of the text on the GM layer, so I can't.
Yep, that's fine.
Really cool, but that's essentially
So-
what we're looking at.
So what I'm thinking, so the quest that we have, we already know about the one lady's assistant, so we can bring her word back of that. We already delivered stuff to those farmers. We had the one guy's shipment of equipment, which is in the armory. Sarah, is there any like wagon or anything like that in this entire fort that we could use to just load everything and drag it back with us?
I would say
Because Miyabe has a drag of 750, so he could probably get most of that stuff if we had a wagon or something.
I found that parcel too.
yeah, I'm
Never.
not sure. Let me see.
And we have a
And
handy
we had-
haversack, don't we?
Mhm.
Yeah, but that doesn't carry everything that we
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
need.
I don't
Um,
I don't think there are any wagons.
okay. Is there anything else that we could...
Construct a sled, even.
Use some sheets.
Yeah,
For the beds.
there's definitely plenty of lumber. There's leftover pieces of the gate here.
Neat.
Yeah,
Aha.
there's a lot of things that you could fashion with rope to just drag. It
Oh.
wouldn't be easy with wheels, but
Yeah, but a
I was
sled.
gonna fashion a wagon.
Do you have craft engineering?
I have engineering
The
for
knowledge
knowledge. My
engineering.
craft is alchemy. I made a wagon with square wheels.
Yeah, I mean, like, it might not be as good as a wagon, but we could probably, with, like, the crates in there, or the pieces of the door, or the tables and whatnot, we could probably get it to where we could at least lay stuff on there, wrap rope around everything,
Yeah.
and just drag it.
Like I said, yeah, just make a sleigh instead. It's not as beneficial,
Yeah.
but you can still do it.
Well, there's enough lumber too for logs. You could always do the where you put the logs and roll stuff, and then move the logs out front. That would just take
10
forever.
I doubt
Oh,
that. I doubt there's that much, and Miyabe's strong enough.
Yeah. So yeah, we could do that and bring that most of that guy's shipment back at least. And then the last thing was the herbalist, but we already found. What was it that we found for her? We found like a bunch of herbs or something.
She wanted
I think it was like a fragrant package. I think I found.
Well, real
Something
quick
like
though,
that.
before we make any grand next step plans, there was nothing else in this room that we found, Sarah.
Which room? In that room? No.
Okay, we'll do one final.
There's some additional stuff in Abner's.
Yeah,
room.
we'll do a
Okay.
clean sweep before we leave.
So
but also, oh, sorry.
Yeah, if either of you have knowledge local or knowledge nobility, you can roll it on the portrait that's on the wall.
Sure. We have a what's it called? The brain's catching up. The brain's catching up. Oh, the handout that we haven't read, if I'm not mistaken. Because we didn't want.
No, we read that handout.
Oh, we did. That's right. That's
I
this
think
one.
you're confusing with Rise of the Rune Lords.
Yeah, no, we no longer let humans. Yeah, we did this one already.
I think so. There's stuff in Abner's room, and then there's whatever was in that well. So
Here's a
Miyabe could go
knowledge-
into the well and get that.
Here's a knowledge local.
That'll
Okay.
do it.
So okay,
22.
and then roll me another knowledge local.
Another one.
2 knowledge locals.
It's a
Okay,
double knowledge.
So we got a
check.
22 to start, followed by a 22.
Wow.
22. So the first knowledge local allows you to identify the portrait as that of Baron Utilnius.
Baron
Okay.
Ashpeak?
No, so Baron Utilnius. No. Utilnus.
Explain.
Who's the Grand Custodian of Sargava.
Okay.
And then the second knowledge local allows you to identify the spears that are embedded in the table as spears used by the Songo halfling tribe.
Okay.
Okay.
Justin said he's going to be just a minute.
Yep.
Yep.
He would also, I'm going to let Abner find this out. He would reveal that actually while he's staring at this portrait, he would notice that there is a hidden cache behind it. And if he were to check out said cache, he would find some gold pieces. Effectively 100 gold pieces, just to make it easier.
Okay. What would Miyabe find in the well? If we were to get like some rope, tie it to something, and then he can just climb down there.
Okay. I don't know. I can't remember if.
First of
So
all,
first
he can
off-
fit in the well.
Yeah.
I guess
Yep.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one arm.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Head
there
first.
this was a sturdy stone well. An empty bucket hangs from a pulley over the dark shaft, and then there was a well-used dagger that was embedded in the waterlogged bucket. The dagger itself is a masterwork small dagger. We may have gone over that. I don't remember. Miyabe, if you get a rope and climb down, you're able to find an additional 32 pieces of gold. And there's a torn bandolier that contains 2 cracked and empty potion vials, but there's 1 single intact potion. Along with another weapon. I don't know how to pronounce, but it is Terbutje. A turbuchi? Turbuchi?
Turbuchi?
Which I don't know exactly what that is. Oh, yes I do. So it is
Sorry.
a...
You're vibing.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Just to get you caught up, Abner, while you were looking at the portrait in this room,
Yes.
Aluna was able to identify it. Did you hear that or not?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
I've been gone.
Okay. Aluna was able to identify that as the Grand Custodian of Sargava. I wrote his name in the chat, Baron Utilnius or whatever.
All right, Baron Utility. Got it.
You were able to find a secret cache behind the portrait that had 100 gold pieces.
Excellent.
And then we're going over. Miyabe is going down the well and he found embedded in the bucket, hanging from a pulley, a masterwork small dagger, and then at the bottom he found 32 gold pieces, a single intact potion, and a masterwork turbuchi, which is, you should Google it. It's like it looks kind of like a chainsaw blade.
What? How do you pronounce it?
I wrote it in chat. It's Terbutje.
Oh, I know what those are.
Turbuchi? I don't know. How do you pronounce
it's
it?
baffling how difficult it is to just find the pronunciation on Google.
Oh yeah, I didn't like the
Well, the
Amazonian.
first thing that came up is it says this Stone Age
Amazon.
weapon, also called a makuahuitl. Makuahuitl?
We apologize right now about our terrible lack of knowledge of ancient weapons.
Yes.
What can I say? What can I say?
Makuhutu War Club.
Oh, very
I like
cool.
it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's kind of cool looking.
That's very cool.
Spanish, is that
Oh, it's
so? It really,
Spanish.
oh, so Amazon really, maybe,
guess.
or something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's
Makes
close. I could find to a pronunciation.
Okay.
Turbuchi.
So, as
it
he
is
comes
Turbuchi.
up that one potion, we need a spellcraft to determine that, or can we use perception?
That is correct. Yes.
I would like to use
Either or.
perception. DCs are higher
Oh,
for
okay.
perception. That's how it works, right? I'm trying to remember.
I believe so. I think it's 20 plus the caster level.
All right. Well,
15
I
plus the
might
cast
be
level
just
to
making that
identify
up.
an item.
okay.
Okay.
And I have to roll for it, I'm assuming.
I would think so.
Correct.
There's a failure state.
Yeah. So
All
21.
right. So you take a little taste of it. It is familiar. It is a potion of cure light wounds.
Ah, excellent. I'll take it. So
And
now-
Aluna, roll me a knowledge local, another knowledge local.
yeah, I love it.
Holy knowledge, local.
Hey, I was gonna say that was
Yeah.
quite the rate to invest, evidently. Holy cow! Only a 9. Only a 9.
All right. So, I'm going to give you a bit of a circumstance bonus because you were able to identify the spears. The dagger is of the same quality and make as the spears, so you would surmise, not with 100% certainty, but you would be able to surmise that perhaps it is also a Songo blade.
So all the spears are small size?
Yes.
Curses.
So the spears that are in these bodies are also Sango.
They look very similar. You weren't able to identify them at first, but now
Seeing them in
looking
the picture
at them,
and
comparing them, they all look to be the same Songo.
and
Isn't that the tribe that the one guy's from?
yeah, and the victims are of
The people from the fort.
from Pridon's Hearth. She'll explain to Miyabe the story she told him, which, to summarize for the audience, is that the Sango tribe were being hunted by lizard folk and then had retreated to this keep here, seeking refuge, and then were too late in the response and were attacked by lizard folk, and that's what happened here.
You're telling this to Mozuzi?
No, to Miyabe.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was the one that told you that story, so I don't
Yeah.
know why you are telling me now.
Yes. Well,
I
also
literally just told you that.
And also to
Not too long
recap,
ago.
because it's been a week, but that currently conflicts with the present evidence, and she'll explain that the weapons used were from the, what is it, Congo?
Songo.
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 From the
The
Songo.
Congo.
From the Congo.
From the Congos. No, the Songo.
From the Congo.
So, yeah, she'll say all that. I do not know what to think, Miyabe. I worry.
If you do not know, then I doubt I will have much more to offer in terms of knowledge. But perhaps these lizard folk wanted to distract us. They wanted to make a false trail. There are many animals when I hunt who attempt such things. You must see past the false trail and find where they really are.
Name one. Sarah, so rude. She'll nod, and then kind of go off into a haze in her eyes as she peruses the rest of the camp, and we'll do our clean sweep of checking anything that we might have missed in any of the rooms and all that.
Yep, so I think that you guys have gotten everything. That was the last room that you hadn't explored, so I think with that, you have gone through every room of the fort and found the things that you were looking for. So I can actually, I'll go ahead and just take the fog of war off of this map to make it easier.
So when I heard, and I guess I'm not sure because we were in the room, are they still, Miyabe and all them, in that south, or I guess this northwest section?
Miyabe had gone out to the well,
oh, that's right.
But then he came back in, I'm assuming, to speak with Aluna.
I guess if I'm in the vicinity and I hear Luna just talking openly, because I'm assuming are you just talking openly?
No, she had pulled Miyabe aside.
Okay.
It was just the two of them.
I was going to say something, but if I don't know, then I will not say anything.
She's going to take some time, though, too, to review the evidence. You had said that some of the wounds had appeared, what did you say, self-inflicted or something like that in the past?
In the haunted room, yeah.
Just in the haunted room, not everywhere else.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, so you had rolled a heal check on those bodies. And it did appear like they had been self-inflicted.
Alright, so I am going to use one of my occult abilities as we're regrouping and people are getting things together, probably while they're building the sled. She's not going to be saying anything, but she's going to be keeping a close eye on Mozuzi or whatever, and attempt to read his emotion. The DC for this is 20 plus the creature's hit dice. So I will go ahead and roll that check. It is a read aura perception ability. And if I do, I learn. The colors within the target's aura reveal its emotional state. If successful, you learn the target's disposition and its attitude towards any creatures within 30 feet of it. For a number of rounds equal to the amount by which you exceed the skill's DC, I get bonuses to checks in the future. It takes 10 minutes. So as they're collecting things around, she'll just kind of be keeping her eye on them. It's a perception check. Here's the roll.
Okay, so you said it was 15 plus hit dice. That was it?
20 plus hit dice, and that's it.
20 plus hit dice. Okay.
So I got to roll above a 10 to get anything. 26 on the day.
Okay.
7 hit dice.
You just missed it. So as you are kind of scouring the rest of the fort and preparing the sled and everything to leave, you're watching Mozuzi and you can get sort of his emotional state. And what you pick up from him is that he's still a little wary of you, but you don't think that that's necessarily because of anything that you've done. It's
dishonesty
just,
or fear.
Yeah, it's just the nature of the relationship between his tribe and humans. They're just naturally wary of humans. Especially you guys being complete strangers and you don't look like the fort people that were here. You and Miyabe look different. And then you have this gray-skinned fellow and a frog creature. So he's wary. He still has some fear, but you don't sense anything malicious coming from him.
Okay. I'll leave it at
Kill him.
that. I was going to do a sense motive after I got a read on him because I get a bonus to it, but if you'll just tell me that, that's fine. Yeah. Because she kind of wanted to... She trusts that he's being honest, so she accepts Miyabe's theory that it might be more deceptive in nature, the results that we see here. Otherwise, though, she doesn't say anything because that's next step stuff, and that can come up later. I think we're just heading back to Pridon's Hearth at the moment.
Okay, was there anything that Abner or Krimmit were doing while they were kind of discussing?
No, probably just chit-chatting with Zoe, figuring out if she has any other homicidal or crazy tendencies that I'm not aware of.
If I
or invite her
cast
into a civilization.
if I cast read emotion on Zuif, do I just detect nothing?
Just a blank slate. Complete sociopath.
Complete.
I mean, there's some things that I was going to talk to Luna on about body I found, but because she's keeping that to herself and not saying anything, then I guess Kermit wouldn't really think much of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Which body did you find? The one in this room?
Like the halfling that was stuffed
And like the...
in blankets and things, yeah. It's got the chunk out of the shoulder and all that jazz.
It was a human. I don't think it was a halfling.
Oh, was it? I thought it was okay. Well, either way, I would.
Let me double check.
Yeah. So to explain Luna's thought process a little bit, she doesn't want to sow distrust towards mood. I can't pronounce it. Goodness gracious. Among the rest of
Mozuzi?
yeah, Mozuzi, amongst the rest of the party. So she doesn't bring up that she notices the daggers are from his tribe or anything like that, because she's kind of internally and with Miyabe's assistance taking the time to process that information and make a decision herself. So that's why she doesn't bring it up.
Okay. All right. So if the rest of you guys are not doing anything, then are you just heading back to Pridon's Hearth?
Krimmit was checking out that body for something.
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
had already saw it earlier. I was going to tell you about it, but because you were keeping that stuff all hush-hush, then Kermit would not say anything.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
And I think once we have that cart and we load it up with most of the stuff, I think at that point we've basically done everything that we were asked to do by the various people.
Mm-hmm.
And we could start making our way back. What time of day is it at this point?
It is probably late afternoon, early evening, and it's going to take you a few hours to get back. So
Could
I
we
don't
get
know.
there before night? Or at least get close enough to not have to camp out? Or
Well, you do remember that there is the farm that's halfway, and they said that if you needed a place to stay, you could stay there.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
One thing that you do notice is as you're preparing to leave Fort Breakthrough, the weather is getting worse. So the rain is starting to fall harder, and the winds are picking up. So it's moving from like a drizzle and light rain to be a heavier rain, and the winds are starting to pick up, and it's becoming more of a storm.
Mm.
So I think we might go to the farm then,
Mm-hmm.
spend the night there, and then go back to Pridon's Hearth and get there early in the morning, and then start passing everything out. We'd go to the... I guess we wouldn't all have to go to the same place. We could have one person take stuff to the alchemist. One person could go and drop off... Probably Miyabe could drop off the shipment for the blacksmith guy. Whoever wants to could give the sheriff like a rundown of what we saw. And maybe I think Abner's the only one who knew about the one lady's assistant, so maybe he would go there and talk to her.
Yeah, and there was the returning the haversack back.
Yeah, that's at the
Yep.
that's at the farmhouse, I think.
No, that's where we
the-
delivered the letters. We have to take the haversack
Oh,
back to
that's
the
right.
one lady.
Do we
Yeah,
have?
that could be the last thing we do. We do all the 4 of those things and then drop off our stuff and then return the haversack probably.
Mhm. Do you have the weight on a healer's kit, by the way? If nobody else would like it, I think Luna will pick that up.
Off the top of my head, I think it's 2 pounds. But I'll check.
And I
It
will
might be more than that.
eat.
It is
Yeah,
1 pound.
Gosh.
A healer's kit is 1 pound.
Oh, beautiful.
So yeah,
Okay.
so that's my idea of
So-
what we're doing. So.
All right. So as you guys are heading back, a along the way, you notice that there are wandering animals that are beginning to act oddly. It looks like they're trying to seek shelter from whatever is coming. And you guys can spot in the distance a dark cloud over the ocean. And it's starting to cover the entire sky in this constant gray haze, getting more and more black as you head west. So you spend the night at the farm and you head out the next morning, and you get back to town probably early to mid-morning.
Do we wait out this storm successfully, or is it still going when we leave in the morning?
Oh, it's still going. Yep, and it's getting blacker and blacker in the west.
Well, I'm not sure if it's still raining the next morning. Well, I guess we might.
Like, the
It's already
storm's
been
not going to hit that night, though. Like, do we get the sense that we probably should skip the farm? Like, like it would be dangerous to hold off?
No, it's not that imminent.
Okay.
You're thinking that...
Well, and I would ask Zuif too, since she's, I'm assuming, native, what that is. Like, is that something common, or how bad is this storm going to be?
Shuif doesn't know. Sometimes it rains hard and sometimes it doesn't rain. But lately it's been raining a lot.
Is that weird?
I don't know, it's kind of a swamp, so I don't know if it's weird.
Okay. Zuif says that it's been raining a lot. It sounds like it might be a little uncommon, I guess, to have this much rain steadily.
Yes. I think we should return to the settlement soon. Make sure that they are aware. We do not want to be caught in the ire of a storm.
Yes! Well done!
I spent the last 2 minutes trying to think of how I was going to throw that in there.
Well, thanks everybody for listening. That concludes this module, Ire of the Storm.
I didn't even hear it. I was reading. What did you say?
Oh, you can't. You ruined the. It was a moment.
You'll hear it when you listen back.
I'll hear it. It was probably the ire of the storm. Some stupid thing. Name drop.
So, are we planning to stay then, like Jason said, or are we spending the night? Or are we?
Yeah, we'll spend the night and trudge in the morning.
Yeah, if it's not going to be that imminent, then I guess we'll. Yeah, it's not going to make it much of a difference if we get there late at night or early in the morning, I don't think.
So we just set up camp, or we get some rooms there or something, or?
They said they'd let us
the
stay on a
barn?
couch, or something. Not a couch.
They
but
probably have a barn, maybe, or
Yeah,
a room in their house, or
They have a barn with certain stalls that have hay in them, so you could camp out and it would be dry.
yeah,
Good enough for me.
good enough for Miyabe.
And so when you get back to Pridon's Hearth, you all were divvying up the different things to return.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Miyabe would have to drag stuff to the blacksmith, and I mean we could go all one at a time at whatever makes most sense. But go there, drop off stuff, explain to him that this is all that we could find that was there. Hopefully this is everything that he was looking for, or at least most of it.
Okay, so he will gladly take back the swords and crossbow bolts. So he had short swords, long swords, and crossbow bolts. And because you returned those to him, you do earn 800 XP.
It's 200.
For returning his items to him. If you return the herbs to Harry,
Yep.
let me find those.
Man, we're gonna level up here.
Yep. So returning the herbs to Harry, you earn another 800 XP.
Okay.
1950.
And I don't know if you had anything else.
Abner had the one Abadar worshiper that was asking about her assistant, and we
Didn't he take
found
her
her
head?
Ah,
dead.
yes.
I think he said that.
Pretty sure Abner said that he cut her head off.
I think
then
that's
the-
exactly what he said.
I do
And
have
then-
it with me.
Yeah, so letting her know what happened to her assistant and returning the handy haversack to the one lady, letting her know that we dropped off her shipment, her parcel, or whatever it was to the farmers. And then the final thing would be find the sheriff, let her know the fate of Fort Breakthrough. Those are the last three.
Okay. I did forget to say that when you brought the supplies back to Harry, she had promised you a reward, and she would give you a potion that she says is a potion of lesser restoration.
Oh.
Which you
Was
guys
that Was that the pack of alchemical leaves that we gave
Yes.
her? Okay.
Correct. Yes.
One
And you guys
potion
would have healed your level plus con that night.
of lesser.
Yes. So I would have gone up by 3. My non-lethal is gone. I now only have 2 strength damage. Okay,
That is exactly what I was missing.
cool.
So, how much do you recover on
Uh-oh.
strength damage?
Once, 1 damage per day. Oh, somebody left.
1 damage per day.
Yeah, so I had 3 strength damage, but the next morning I'd heal 1, so I'm at 2 strength damage.
Can Sarah hear us?
I don't know, it sounded like she jumped out of Discord or something.
She's tapping. She's tippity tapping.
I don't know if she lost audio. You know, we should do a house rule that every time the Sarah disconnects, we all get an extra 100 experience.
That sounds right.
Dude, we'd be level 20 right now.
She's gonna kill me. That'd be funny though.
Okay.
It's just... Oh, I hear her. Can you hear me?
I lost my second screen for some reason. Don't know why.
You know, one thing that we didn't get to do, but I was gonna have happen
Can
is
you
have
guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Clearly, she cannot hear us.
I cannot hear you, so 1 second.
As I
Anywho.
said.
Kermit was going to, while we were spending the night, talk to Aluna just because she's kind of the woman of the
There
group.
we
I
go.
mean, I guess we have Zoif there too, but she's not very.
She's psychotic.
Yep. All right.
Chaotic
You said
evil.
it, not me. But Kermit was going to ask Aluna how she copes with seeing like dead people.
She kind of has got. She kind of has a confused expression on her face as she thinks about how to respond, and then she'll say, "I can tell you this, little one. I have seen dead for a long time." And she ponders whether or not to reveal a piece of her history, so you can kind of see her eyes going back and forth.
Well, I guess the reason that I ask, and I guess you probably don't even have to roll a sense motive, but you could tell he's kind of croaking up a bit. Get it? But so he's he's like, yeah, I've seen like my elders and stuff pass away, but the things that I saw in that fort, that's gonna scar me. I would ask Miyabe, but he would probably tell me to be strong or something like that. And I'm not sure what Abner would say. Probably something super witty.
I do not know what to tell you, Krimet. But you will see death. That is true. But maybe the way... I do not know. I am not good with advice, Krimet. I normally only look after myself and Miyabe. But for me, when I see the pain like that, I want to help as many people as I can. But that's just me.
kind of wipes his eyes a little bit. And, okay, I'll try to think on that. And then he kind of goes to bed. And then now we're back to next morning.
Yeah, so I missed some of that because I was having some issues, but so fast forwarding back to the next morning, and you guys are back in Pridon's Hearth. You kind of divvy up into the delivering of the supplies, and you said someone was going to talk to the sheriff, or you all were going to talk to the sheriff?
I think that'd probably be the last one.
The last one is, yeah. I got a head here for you.
Yeah, let the one lady know about her assistant and return the handy haversack to the other lady and say that we successfully delivered your shipment to the farmers.
Oh, right. Okay.
And once those two are done, then we could go talk to the sheriff and let her know the fate of the camp, the fort.
Okay. Yep. So I think that was what you got. You got 800 XP for the herbs, for returning the lady's body, or however, back to Baldra at the counting house, and she also would give you 20 gold pieces for doing that. She had promised 20 gold pieces to check in. And then 800 XP for the swords and the crossbow bolts. And then you guys could all go see the sheriff, and as soon as she sees you, she kind of eagerly goes up to you and she'll say, "Welcome back. I did not expect you to be back so soon. What is the situation at the fort?"
Oh, it's yeah, it's not good.
It's not good. What do you mean?
Well, I don't know an easy way to say this, but it looks like everybody that was there kind of chokes up a bit. They were all killed. There's those survivors we just found. Is she with us, by the way?
Who?
Joyf? Or she? I don't even know what it
Yeah,
is.
she would be sticking with you. She doesn't
Oh.
know where to go, and Mozuzi also is kind of just sticking there with you.
Oh, so he kind of points, Kermitwood. We found these two taking shelter of the fort, but it was overrun with just creepy crawlies and severed hands, and just, boy, I'll let you guys kind of take it from here. He kind of steps away.
You mean there were no survivors? How could this be? What happened to them?
The halfling here, he says the keep was attacked by lizard folk, right? Do we know anything more than that?
I think he said they were just lizard folk, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the lizard folk. Have you faced them before?
I don't think that they have ever come this close to Pridon's Hearth. I know that there are lizard folk tribes out there, but none of them have disturbed the humans before. I don't know what to think of this story. It seems a bit far-fetched to me.
Time out. Didn't mean to cut out. Didn't Zoif make a comment to me about seeing lizard folk chasing somebody?
She did mention that when she had come to the fort, she saw lizard folk leaving with the bodies of dead halflings.
Okay.
And the Kashil tribe, by the way, that's one of the Songo tribe. That's one of the halflings, right?
Correct.
I think that's just their
Yeah.
village name, right?
Yeah, that's their village name.
It seems
Kermit,
a little, yeah. Go ahead.
Kermit speaks up and just, Zoif here, the other Gripply, said that she saw lizard folk leaving the fort when she was there carrying bodies of other halflings.
I have never heard of lizard folk being this aggressive before. I don't understand. I don't know what to make of this story, but do you have any evidence to prove that it was them?
Miyabe will produce the lizard hand that he has been carrying this whole time.
This is horrifying.
That's why
We'll
you
say-
always keep every severed limb you find.
He will say, I do not know much about these stories that these two say, but this at least seems to indicate that the lizard folk are involved in some way. It is possible that they were hunting the halflings and were lured further north than they normally come, and perhaps it is just unfortunate that the fort happened to be nearby at the time. I do not know, but it at least seems that the lizard folk did attack and perhaps tried to misdirect us to think it was the halflings.
I don't understand. One hand does not prove guilt on part of the entire lizard folk. Do you have evidence that it was truly them that dealt the killing blows? How do we not know that it was not the halflings? I do not know what to think of this tale.
Grimmer kind of like peers over and uneasily looks at the halfling.
Did we have anything else there? I think the only signs of lizard folk being there was the hand, right? We didn't find any other body parts of lizard folk.
Not for lizard folk. The only other thing was when Abner went into the Goopy Goops. I think he found that letter.
The letter actually blames the Kashyyyl tribe.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
But right, that's the only other evidence that I know of.
which I believe in my head, Aluna's got that hidden in her pocket and has not yet made it public. No.
And like we didn't see any lizard folk weapons. It was all just the Songo weapons.
You did find a weapon that was not small sized.
Where was that?
Is it in
That
our
was
luggage?
the Turbuchi.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if you were to show that to her, she would take that and she kind of sighs. Well, this is definitely a weapon I have seen them wielding before. I do not know what to think of this. I don't know what would provoke lizard folk to attack the fort. We are peaceful here. We have the fort here for defenses. We are not expanding that far inland at the moment. I cannot wrap my head around this.
Perhaps they are territorial and they fear that, well, you may not expand right now, that you will in the future.
I suppose that is true, but unfortunately, we do not have time to spend worrying about this at the moment. I'm sure you have noticed that there is a storm coming, and she'll indicate to the west out over the ocean where the sky is just black, and you can see in the far distance there's something brewing out on the ocean, and it feels unnatural. It's Black Maga. And she will say to you, we are all nervous. We are used to storms here, but this is unlike anything that I have noticed before. And you can see that the tide is already like moving up into the lowest streets of the island town. So as far as the map goes, like this area, the tide is already coming in pretty high, and the winds are definitely gusting more strongly, and the rains are still coming down pretty heavily.
So
She will say, right now, unfortunately, we are going to have to evacuate the people from Island Town, and we're going to have to prepare the town for the storm. I hate to ask you for another favor, since you are new to this place, but I don't know if there's any way that you might be able to help us secure the town for the coming storm.
I will do what I can.
You could count me in too.
Aluna nods, and I also have a question for the GM. Would she know? I'm looking at the handout here in front of me, and it mentions they'll no longer let humans ruin the river. And I remember the one production of they harvested the bark from a certain tree, but is there any other thoughts that Aluna might have of ways they might be polluting the river, or some production of something that she would know or have observed?
Do you hand the note to her, or
No,
do you
no,
indicate the note?
No, not at all. Josh Allen had it in front of me and was thinking about it.
No, nope. I don't think you really have any idea what that note is indicating.
I'm tempted to ask about it. But yeah, we'll agree to help.
Okay. All right. So there are a couple of things. This section, in order to prepare for this storm that's coming, mechanically, you guys are going to have to accrue preparation points, which is kind of ironic because in Iron Fang we talked about provision points. So it was all about like accruing provision points. So now is an opportunity where we're going to have to accrue preparation points, and the number of preparation points that you're able to accrue before the storm hits indicates different outcomes that the storm has on the town.
Okay.
So a couple of ways that we can do this. First off, I don't know, did you guys bring back everything that you could from the fort?
Mm-hmm.
I think we brought pretty much everything back, yeah.
Real quick
Okay.
question. Did we level? Did we make it past 2,000?
Yeah, so experience-wise, we did, after turning in all those quests, we would have leveled. I was about to ask if there's any checks involved, if you wanted us to level now, then roll the checks so that they're using the second level checks, or
Yeah,
how you
we can
wanted
do
to
that.
handle that.
Yeah, yep. So this would be a good point to kind of pause in case you guys wanted to go ahead and do a quick level, at least for some of the important things that you guys would get at level 2. So you can go ahead and roll your hit dice, which that won't actually come into play until you rest or heal. Your max would go up, but you don't automatically get that hit dice.
Ooh, very nice crit.
Oh my. All right, so Miyabe rolled 5.
The
Aluna,
minimum possible.
Aluna rolled 6. Abner rolled 3. And Krimmit rolled almost max of 11. He's one hardy little frogman.
Wow.
Abner,
I
you're
think
a,
I have the most HP for sure, don't I?
Abner, you're a D8? Is that right?
Is that right?
I think you should be a D6.
You're showing up as rolling 1D8.
Oh,
I think I may have to adjust Zanriel's HP.
Yeah, so if you go into your configuration.
Oh, I didn't change my configuration. It's fixed now. D6. Yep.
All right, so go ahead and roll that again. Maybe you'll get something better.
Probably.
Probably, yeah. You only get to reroll a 1 on a d6. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
My. So he rolled max of
You had as much
7.
as I did at level 1.
Yeah, you guys will live forever.
Yay!
Base attack bonus goes up to 1. Woohoo! Yay!
Yep, so you would get additional skill ranks to spend, which
Yeah.
may or may not come in handy.
What's the negative one that's in all the rules for HP?
I think it just indicates that the lowest you can get is 1,
Okay,
the floor.
gotcha. Because based on where it is in parentheses, it looks like it's adding together.
It does,
Which does not make
but
sense.
yeah.
Oh, I see. I just must be missing a comma then, or something. That's weird.
It's
So
just the
it's 1d1.
syntax is odd.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So looking at level 2, does anybody get any cool stuff at level 2?
I do.
Anything you want to share?
Not yet.
Get-
Okay, so
I go.
Aluna's mum. Mum's
a-
the word.
Miyabe gets uncanny dodge.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
nice.
yeah. So you can no longer be caught flat-footed.
That is correct.
Nice.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to do that later.
I don't know how much of this will help, but so because I took an archetype for Gunslinger, I normally would have gotten basically a dodge bonus to my AC, but instead I get an ability called Arbitrary Aim, which when I'm shooting at a creature that has a dodge or insight bonus to its armor class, I treat it if it's 1 lower. So instead of me gaining 1 AC, I basically reduce enemies who have those types by 1 AC.
Okay, so that's going to be good to know for my enemies.
Yeah, so anybody it says when shooting a firearm, a creature that has dodge or an insight bonus to its armor class, the gun scavenger treats the combined bonus if it were 1 lower, and then it scales with nimble, where it's a 1 for every 4 levels beyond second. So it's probably only ever going to be...
Yeah, for this module, probably only the 1, but still, 1 can make a big difference when it comes to hitting.
Well,
touch
especially
AC.
when it's touch AC too. So.
Yeah. Yep, for real. Anything Abner gets at level 2?
Just an extra spell, really.
Okay. Still level 1 spells?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then
oh, sorry.
the skill ranks things, those are probably going to be things that you want to allocate because they might come up in this next part.
So I can actually talk about that. So I actually I only get 3 skill ranks, so I put a rank into acrobatics, climb, and swim now. So I have 1 rank in all 6 different applicable skills for me.
Convenient.
Okay.
I put in all my skill ranks. I actually don't mind mentioning. I get Hex. Is the second level is the first level you get it. So basically, there's a bunch of cool powers that shaman and witches get access to. And I chose Evil Eye. I am pretty certain.
I hate that one so much.
Why?
Everyone takes Evil Eye.
Yep.
How generic.
Hey, there's a
How droll.
There's a reason everyone takes Evil Eye, and I am specifically going for a debuff build, so I had to grab it.
Min-maxer.
Hey, what can I say? What can I say?
Guess Jason was not going to appreciate my backup character. I need to think of another one.
Does anyone want to go over skills that you allocated to, or?
I need to do that quick because I
allocated all knowledge.
Yeah,
Okay.
I also diversified my knowledge, picking up nature and religion, increasing perception because it's my most used skill. I was going back and forth on that between that and heal, but I just couldn't afford the points. I have not chosen my favorite class bonus yet because I'm too dumb, and I didn't. I have to look over the cleric spell list to see if there's anything there I want. But I think it can only take a level 0 anyway, so it's probably going to go into a skill rank, but I don't know that for sure yet. So I'm not going to give myself either until I figure that out after the session. Otherwise, everything is in there. Yeah.
I feel so bad. Like, I don't want to spend a point. I have to put a point in swim because I cannot literally be a frog-based class with a swim of -2. That's just depressing.
It is depressing.
Well, I mean, if you're a tree frog, you've got a climb speed, don't you?
That's true.
But yeah, I'm really happy, mostly
That is
because
awesome.
my to hit now on my main weapon is a 0. So I'm feeling really good about that.
Nice. But Kermit, you have a climb speed, correct? So you don't have to roll climb. Yes. Right. Okay.
Well, I think
All
it
right,
just gets
rules
a
lawyer.
natural bonus to climb.
Anywho, Miyabe took the potion of lesser restoration and rolled 3, so he was down to strength damage, and now he's back up to his full strength without any damage.
It's okay. It's okay. I was okay with keeping my strength damage. It's fine, Miyabe. As long
I
as
didn't
you
even know if you had strength damage.
Fine.
How did that
It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. You're not
How
the
far
only
down?
one that got hit by the swarm. It's
How
fine.
far down were you?
I'm kidding. I'm only like -3, but it's.
But that
my-
was only after that he
But it's my
remembered the rule.
it's my strength. So I'm a wizard. What do I need strength for exactly? You know what I mean?
Did you gain 1 back when you rested, though?
I did. I was -4.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you
took
can take it if you want. I just figured that.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
It makes more sense.
Heavy lifting
Yeah.
stuff.
Were you
Yeah.
even able to carry your own weight?
Yeah. I'm down. I'm not carrying much. I'm only carrying like 20 pounds on my person at any given time, but I do have a backpack, I suppose, that would have weighed me down. I probably would have been a medium load with my backpack. Actually, I would have been almost into the heavy load.
Oh. Yeah, that probably wouldn't have been good. Well, at least you don't have to worry about armor check penalty because you don't wear armor.
I just look at Miyabe. Carry me.
Slings you over his shoulder.
And we gave back the handy haversack, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll take that off my character.
So, as much as I want to put points in some of the useful skills, I am not.
Okay, beautiful.
All right. So, are you guys good to move forward with your speed leveling, or?
I'm good.
I just need to spend one more skill point. Sorry, guys. Just trying to take a look. So I guess what I'm doing and why it's not taking any of the good ones is I'm purposely trying to build Crimit to where as he's doing things in the game, it's increasing. So like as much as I want to put points in acrobatics, well, I did in acrobatics, but like acrobatic, climb, and swim, I haven't done anything in this campaign yet that involves climbing or swimming. So I'm kind of figuring he hasn't really increased his skills in that particular thing just yet. So I'm really trying to spend the skills in the areas like knowledge local. I have that. We've been trying to roll a lot of knowledge local, so I'm just pretending that between him going out and learning more of the area, he's now gaining that knowledge. I did acrobatics because, you know, just between running and doing a bunch of stuff. I'm almost debating on taking sleight of hand.
That's fun. Is that even a class skill for you?
It is as a gunslinger. Granted, I don't think I'm using it for stealing stuff. I'm more thinking of it as being able to conceal his weapon and then drawing it out quickly. But you could use for other things. I think I'm going to do that. So, sorry guys, the way I'm building my character, I'm not probably going to be helpful to get our points, but
I'm not worried about it.
the way he's being built. I'm dead.
Yeah. So, Adela is going to essentially give you some things that you can do to help the town prepare for the incoming storm. She will say, if you are willing to help with these tasks, I will make you deputies as my agents. I will give you authority to issue commands on my behalf, and should it come up, you will have the authority to arrest criminals if you see any in the town. For now, ways that we can help: finding weaker structures and reinforcing them, collecting supplies in the study shelters, primarily in the Stone Hall, where we will have a temporary headquarters and a refuge for evacuees, and also trying to keep the citizens calm and coordinated as we move through these efforts. Oh dear. There's a cat. So, to start off, you guys found a crate of construction supplies from the fort.
Yep.
So you can use those, and that will give you 2 preparation points. If you take the medical supplies that you found from the fort and use those, that's another 2 preparation points. And then you had found rations from the room where Mozuzi was. Those are worth 1 preparation point. Now, ways that you can help around town, so like what she said, reinforcing weaker structures, collecting supplies in sturdy shelters, and keeping the citizens calm and coordinated. So this is kind of cool. There's 3 different options with different checks. So I'll go ahead and read to you things that you guys can do, and then you can split up and determine what your characters would be doing to help prepare for this coming storm. So the first one is boarding up. The first goal is to board up any glass windows, shutters, or openings in buildings that rain and wind could break through, and secure any buildings that rely on canvas roofs or walls. You can attempt one of the following skill checks. Oh, and I should say, basically, there are 4 hours that remain before this storm is going to strike. And each skill check that you roll essentially takes up 2 hours. So each of you will be able to roll 2 skill checks. So just keep that in mind as I read through. So this first one is a lot of boarding up. You can roll craft carpentry or profession woodcutter to cut properly sized boards. You can roll climb to reach roofs and eaves. Or you can roll knowledge engineering or profession engineer to identify structural weaknesses. You can also attempt a strength or wisdom check to work efficiently and tirelessly. And you have to hit a certain DC. So all of these are going to be a DC 12. If you hit DC 12, then you will earn 1 preparation point for that roll.
I'm assuming we can't take 10s.
No.
We all just take
No.
20 on everything.
No.
It's-
It only
not how
takes
this
a
works.
few minutes.
It's
technically.
2 hours actually each check. So yeah.
Do we have to do? We can do any 2 rules, or is it we have to do 2 separate things? Like I can't do a climb and an engineering for the same.
I believe that it doesn't matter. You can roll 2 checks within the same category, but that was just the first category. So, I would just wait and see what the other ones are and then determine from there what you feel your character would be the best at doing. So that was, just to read them off again, craft carpentry, profession woodcutter, climb, knowledge engineering, profession engineer, strength or wisdom. The second category is keeping the peace. Already an independent lot unaccustomed to cooperating, the people of Pridon's Hearth grow restless with the approaching storm. More vocal PCs can calm or even coordinate the townsfolk into an effective unit. The checks that you can attempt are diplomacy to reason with the townsfolk, intimidate or profession soldier to cow them into helping, perform to keep people entertained and relieve stress, or sense motive to determine their moods and assign them tasks to keep them occupied. You can also attempt charisma or intelligence to motivate people with charm or logic.
Wait,
So Jason and I so far are going to be doing the.
you said
I'll
you
take
can
a hard
use
pass on that.
you can use sense motive for one of them.
Yeah, yep, to determine their moods and then assign them tasks based on how they're acting.
Oh, and what was the other one you were mentioning? Diplomacy, and there was one right before sense motive.
Perform to keep them entertained and relieve stress.
I have performed percussion, but my sense motive is much higher.
I can't bluff them.
Oh dear.
Can't bluff them. I saw a hurricane. It's on the way. You're all gonna die if you don't run.
Can I?
I don't know if
have
that
you
would be a
look
bluff, though.
At Exhibit A.
The last category is called moving supplies. Food, water, clothing. Hold on. Buddy. Okay. Cat's gonna knock all my stuff off. Moving supplies. Food, water, clothing, and emergency supplies must be collected in secure locations like the Stone Hall and the Counting House of Abadar. You can attempt the following skill checks. Appraise or profession merchant. Oh dear. Appraise or profession merchant to determine the most useful medical supplies and foodstuffs. Handle animal or profession driver to coerce the town's few beasts of burdens to haul goods. Handle animal. Oh, I just said that. Ride to better navigate the hazards created by the wind and rain. Or you can attempt constitution or dexterity to act as haulers, relying on endurance and speed instead of skill. The Stone Hall was this one.
Okay, clearly, Abner's gonna.
And
do
the Counting House of
boarding up-
Abadar is this one.
The boarding up and stuff. Clearly.
Clearly.
So
Makes
With a
sense.
strength check.
I think the best options that I have would be the climb check, because I've got a +7, so I've got a decent chance of hitting that. And I think the only ones that were mentioned in the other categories would be a Constitution, but I've only got a +2, so hitting a 12 is going to be hard for that.
You could do a strength or wisdom check.
But
He's dead.
Say it ain't so. That's an awesome looking face that it froze on him too.
Say
Oh, Sarah's gone too.
Yeah,
Oh, that is an amazing.
I bet you their internet went out.
That is a dude face right there.
That is awesome. Strength. I can't wait till they watch these videos. Like, I hate those guys.
There was none that she mentioned that used perception, right?
No, hold on.
No.
You know what we need to do? Just sit still ever so much, so when they come back, they think we're frozen.
Oh, perfect.
Just mute your,
Just mute your mic.
just mute your mic and just sit.
And make sure it's a dumb face, too. That's probably not good for radio, no, now that I think about it.
People on the podcast are like, wow, this is riveting stuff.
We don't even have a DM, what do we do?
Wait, no, you could just add in the. And a few moments later.
Hey.
Hey, they're back.
Oh, no, I ruined it.
Oh, you got back in too fast.
Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sarah's probably pissed.
Probably.
Does the cat knock something over?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cat unplugged the router.
Oh, those.
She's gonna come in and live in.
For what she has, her handle animal skill is very low.
Yeah, I hope your backups are ready, because she's gonna come in with a fury like you've never seen.
It's like the storm comes, you're all dead. Let's get this over with.
Well,
I'm so scared.
Welcome back, Sarah. How are you?
I love my cats. I love my cats.
So,
wait, hold on.
oh,
No, you love your cats.
I love my cats. So,
Oh, Pierre, I'm sure.
so I was
Yes,
gonna
it is.
ask. So like I said, climb would be good for me. Are any of those skills options that I didn't hear? Acrobatics, perception, stealth, survival, swim. Any of those?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, none of
No.
those.
So would it be safe to say that my best bets would be climb and do the strength check for that same category, or would you want me to do like a con check for the third category to have one in category 1 and 3?
Or
Does
is
it make it different?
Does it make
I
a
guess a couple
difference?
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they all
Can
have
only one of
equal-
us do each skill?
No, you guys can do similar skills if you want. That's totally
So
fine.
if we
So I
just
guess-
It's just
if we wanted to metagame this, you could just pick your highest bonus and just do that.
Well, I guess that's the thing that Kermit would say that he would be the best at, because I do have a low strength, so I actually have a -2 in climb. But if Jason's correct here, where I have a climb speed, I get a +8 racial, so I would actually have a 6 climb.
So you could climb up there and help out.
So that would 6 + 6 would be my highest roll. Second would probably be my knowledge engineering. I have 4.
Yeah, I already
Not overly
saw
fantastic, but
Aluna taking a directorial role and issuing out commands or encouraging people to do different things. So I will be rolling sense motive and or diplomacy.
okay.
You said I could use appraise for the supplies, right?
Correct. Yes. Yep.
Appraise
so this
or merchant as a
profession merchant.
Yeah.
Yep.
Appraise.
Okay.
Okay. So far we have Aluna is doing. I'm sorry. Just real quick. Repeat what you said you were doing.
I'll do the sense motive, just divvying up tasks. My sense
Okay,
motive
so-
is higher than my diplomacy, so if it doesn't make a difference, I'll just do that.
Okay. And what's your second one?
Diplomacy then. Is this?
Oh, diplomacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't do the same
me-
one twice, or you can? I thought you said you could.
You can't roll the same skill twice,
Right.
but you can roll
Right.
in the same category as long as it's a different skill
Gotcha.
or ability check.
Yep.
So Miyabe is going to do climb and strength.
Strength. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Ab.
for Brandon's his question, I was going to ask you on his behalf. So he gets the +8 because he has a climb speed. It also technically says that those with climb speed can always take 10 even if rushed or threatened. Would you allow the take 10 in this situation, or would you say no to that still and have him roll it?
I guess if he has a climb speed, I would.
Yeah.
But I would, by the rules, I would allow it to take 10.
It's kind of just like a bard. When in threatened or in danger, you can take 10.
Yeah.
Kind of makes skill
So-
encounters pretty dumb, though, huh?
So then, Krimet, I'm guessing that you would want to do climb.
I was doing climb regardless. I was prepared to roll, but if you're going to allow me to take a 10, then obviously we'll do that for the DC of 14.
Okay. And then your other one was going to be
Engineering. There's no benefit, like we don't get extra points if we beat a certain DC, do we?
no.
Okay.
And then Abner, you were doing appraise and
Yeah.
Profession merchant was one of them.
Yeah.
Professional.
it was appraise or profession merchant, so that was doing the same thing. So it was one or
okay.
the other.
Okay.
What's his other? He had another one that he had a skill in, I'm sure.
Well, I was
Yes.
gonna say maybe a straight intelligence check
Yeah.
would be all right.
Yep,
might
you
do
could do that as well. Yep, to
Yeah.
charm people or to motivate people with your charm or logic.
Yeah. So those two, appraise and straight intelligence.
Okay.
Okay. We got him.
Okay, let me just
Got 'em.
see.
And we all
Okay.
automatically pass.
Now, could we have Zuif or the other halfling? Can we force them to help us, which will make the aid?
Nope, that's not in the book. Sorry.
I can hypnotize them though. That's a real thing. that I
They
can do.
actually actively try to stop us.
She's off
Yeah.
trying to find tadpoles
Yeah.
in the storm.
This is perfect weather for finding tadpoles.
I think I made a mistake.
She's a terrifying individual.
You wake up the next day and the entire town is murdered.
After the second session, this is not exactly how I thought this was going to go.
All right, so what we will do is we'll go down through and have everybody roll one check, and then we'll circle around and do the second check. So we'll start with Krimmit. So go ahead and... Oh, that's right. You taking 10 on your climb check, you automatically pass. So helping to reach the roofs and the eaves, you earn 1 preparation point for the town.
That's how you roll, boys.
All right, next up we'll do Abner. So Abner, you can roll one of your checks.
Appraisal check coming in.
Ooh, all right. So an 18,
Does an 18
on the
hit?
appraise. That does. It's an 18 appraise hit. Yeah, so that meets the DC 12.
Okay.
So that's another preparation point.
That's
Just
how
one?
you actually roll.
I thought you said
boy.
you got extra 1 for every 2 you succeeded by.
I don't think that's.
Don't
what she
remember
said.
hearing that.
Maybe
Hold
I'm
on.
just mixing up the Iron Fang hunting rules.
That is how the Iron Fang hunting rules worked.
1 second. My cat's playing with the wires again. I'm afraid he's going to unplug the router. 1 second.
Do it.
He won't.
Keep saying, gotta just kick him.
Weirdly casual, but okay.
I
Just
You know,
give
based
one
on
quick
the
drop.
persona that Sarah has bequeathed Zuif, I can see where you two get along.
He is completely underneath the table that the router is sitting on, like the shelf. I am not getting him out of there.
Why don't you just spray some water? I'm sure that's fine with the cords.
Oh, I've used like half the bottle on him tonight. He's soaking wet. He doesn't care. He's a naughty cat.
use half the bottle already. Alright, who we on now?
Right. So next we'll do Miyabe. So you can do either your climb or
Miyabe.
strength.
We're due for a fail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
You had to
A
say it.
natural one.
For an
For an
8.
Dude, you're like... You're
That was my best option too. The next one's not going to be so easy to pass.
Dude, yours like as tall as most of these buildings.
So is somebody logging how many preparation points you have?
I got him.
2, yeah.
Okay.
We're at 7.
Alright, I'll go ahead and
Yes.
take my sense motive as she gauges the crowd and tries to suit people best to their individual tasks.
Okay.
Hey, that's a pass.
All right. 18 and sense motive. So that's another PP.
Oh, that's 18, 8, 18. Crap.
All right. So looping back around, we'll go back to Krimmit. So now Krimmit, you're going to do your other check.
Yep. Yes!
Success! That's
I was
a
not the
19
weakest link in the group.
19 on knowledge engineering.
with a plus
Uh,
4.
I just want to see. Just to see. I want to see if I rolled my climb what it was. What it would have been. Oh,
Hey,
alright. Well, I
man, he's
cheated
on
anyway.
it.
19.
He's on
Alright.
it.
Yeah. All right, Abner, so you can roll your intelligence check. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
15 intelligence. So it's another provision point.
Brandon, you do know you
Preparation
have to
point.
roll twice, right?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Never mind. You'll see in a bit. So that was one set of 2 hours, right?
We're
on
on
the
the second
second
set of
set.
2 hours, yeah.
Oh,
We're
wow.
on the second set.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Miyabe's doing his second roll.
Here comes
If he
another
feels
fail.
both.
Well, it's only a +3, so this one's actually genuinely kind of hard to get.
Yeah, it's actually gonna.
Oh,
Oh, wow!
Wow.
no,
A
that one-
21, so a
You're
natural 18.
so mad
Yeah,
that
that
you
one.
whiffed at climbing. You just enraged yourself without
I
spending.
just used
Rage.
the hammer to just, in one swoop, I hit all the nails.
All
Just
of them.
bang, bang, bang,
Dun,
bang,
dun, dun,
bang,
dun,
bang,
dun.
bang, bang. Go to the next one. Bang, 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 bang.
Set a bang, bang, bangity bang, bang, bang. Sorry.
All right, and so finally, Aluna, your second and last check.
Diplomacy. 15.
Nice.
She
Oh
gets
my
it.
word, you guys only failed one of those. That's insane.
No.
No.
Should
Don't
have
say you
succeeded.
guys failed. Only one of us did.
I said you failed one of them.
I know. I just want to point the blame at
So,
me.
I have a total of 12 PP. What do you
I
got?
also get that number.
Okay. So, yeah, 12.
Could have been 13.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Which would have been perfect. Perfect.
Should have been.
We
Lucky.
did so
Hey,
well that
hey.
the storm runs away from us.
Pause. Listen.
I think
Listen.
that's how nature works.
The way Luna sees it, we have avoided number 13, 12. This is a good omen. So
Yeah. The storm sees how prepared we are, and it's like, it's not even worth hitting these guys.
You know what?
what?
I'm just gonna go kill the lizard.
you know
folk.
what?
didn't
They
Yep.
could have had 13, but they knew that it was a bad number, and they still just chose to have 12. I don't want to mess with it. I'll go destroy
Like,
another
they
town.
are on top of
Miyabe,
it.
don't you dare climb that house.
So as you guys are finishing up your preparations, Sheriff Adela is walking around the town trying to herd people into the stone hall and the counting house to get them evacuated, knowing that a storm surge could be coming. She'll find you and she'll say, I really appreciate all of the preparation that you have done for the town. We look to be in a pretty good spot. Unfortunately, there are some people in the island town who are refusing to leave their homes. I don't know if you might be able to go to them and see if there's any way that you can convince them to come back here and evacuate temporarily. They are stubborn people, but if you can, we're missing Amal Rashid, we're missing Maso Pareto, and Mirya Oyen. And Mirya Oyen, you would remember, is the owner of the Oyen Emporium who had let you use the haversack.
And so where are they? What island?
They're on various islands, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they're all on the same island, right across from each other, so it's just one stop. We can get them all in one go.
So we wouldn't know exactly, but gauging on time, should we split up to get these people, or can we move as a group here?
You would say that you probably either or. It's not like you're not gonna run out of time, but if you wanted to split up, you could do that. So Mirya is located here.
So that might be the closest.
Yep. And then we'll say that the other two are on this island town.
Yeah, we don't know anything about them, right? Just that we talked to one of them earlier.
Yeah, yep. You don't know the other one. She would point out their houses, but other than that, you haven't encountered the other two at all.
Well, if they're stubborn, Miyabe, you could use your physique to intimidate them into moving. I mean, your diplomacy skills with your pectorals.
I would not want to have to force them against their will, but if it is to save their lives, then I will do what I have to do.
So you will force them against their will.
Yes,
Aluna
Let's go.
nods an affirmation.
I wouldn't want to do it.
I won't enjoy it.
That actually raises a lot of very fun ethical implications that we can explore after the session. Does violating one's autonomy to act in their best interest, is that a good action or an evil action?
That's called power of attorney. Let's go, guys.
For sure, power of attorney is usually given freely, not taken by force.
Well, I've been doing it wrong the whole time. Let's go.
Oh, that's
So I
what it
figured
means?
if we want to go here first, then we would swing over to this island and then back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
right,
so I guess
so-
I could have done. Oh no,
So
because I don't have my
you're-
marker. Darn it.
Going to Miria Oyens first. So you've been there before, so it's the most familiar to you. All right, so you approach the store where you would assume that she would be.
Pound on the door.
Oh goodness, I don't remember.
Just read Jason's
Just remember the voice.
We're closed for shop. In case you don't know, there's a storm outside.
The sheriff asked us to get you and bring you to a safer location. This area shall be underwater shortly.
Oh, come now. It's just Hurricane Cassia.
What's that? Anyone know that? Hurricane Cassia?
Well, Cassie hasn't got a pass you. Let's go.
She left. She's like, only Cassia ever caused a ruckus around here.
Okay. Is there anything I could do to convince you otherwise?
No, there's no reason. I'll be fine. I've been through storms before. This is nothing. You guys
Kermit
better
just,
go
like-
get to safety, though. Standing
Kermit,
out in the rain
walks
like that.
back behind, taps Miyabe on the leg. All right, big guy, do your thing.
No, real quick. Aluna will jump in. Listen here, shopkeep. I have seen the future a bit, and I know this is a bad storm. Trust me, you need to come now. Do not argue. And it's
Oh, roll a diplomacy check.
bam,
Oh, well, I could
bam,
have done that.
bam, bam, bam.
You can roll to aid his diplomacy check.
Yeah,
if you
roll
want.
to aid.
Actually, was mine more intimidating?
I don't think so.
Ah!
I don't
She
think.
did not like my puns.
Yeah,
I did not help.
I don't think
I
the pun.
detracted 2 from you.
I don't-
You're only at a 20.
You made it worse.
So with a 22 diplomacy, she'll look at you through the door and she'll be like, "What's this you talking about? You can see the future?"
She'll nod. Not directly, but I see the omens, and I know sometimes. I got a bad feeling about this. And she'll
Well,
look
I
at
do
her.
have to say that my joints hurt quite a bit this morning when I woke up. That usually indicates something bad's coming. All right, you know what? You convinced me. If this place is destroyed by the time we get back, there will be something to pay. I was trying to think. I guess there is hell.
There
in
is
this-
hell. Hell
in this
exists, yeah.
world, isn't it? Okay.
Pridon.
There's hell,
Abaddon.
there's the abyss.
I don't know which one I want to refer to, but there's going to be something to pay when I get back here if this place is destroyed. Because you know Cassia, she would have my head if anything was out of place. Just give me one moment. I got to go collect my stuff, and then I'll head over.
Alright.
Do I sense motive? Is she actually going to do that, or she's just trying to rush us away?
Yep, go ahead and sense motive.
He doesn't know.
Nice.
Yeah, you're not
Stop!
sure.
Don't you tell me. Maybe an 8 passed. You're not the GM.
That's true. I'm sorry, I back up. I back up! I
Was
back
an
up!
8 passed.
No.
All right, Josh, you were correct.
You should have said yes just to spite me. It would have been fair.
I woulda.
I got a plus 10 circumstance bonus because Josh is being mean.
I'll be
On to,
So
on to the second one.
for successfully convincing her to leave, you do earn a preparation point.
I was about to write down experience. Okay.
Okay.
Preparation point, That's
No.
fine too.
That's fine. Yeah, whatever.
All right. So would you like to go to Amal Rashid or Maso Pareto?
Whatever's a convenient loop.
Pepperoni McPepperoni head. Let's go.
Maso Pareto.
Pareto.
All right, so you go to the house indicated on the address that the sheriff gave you, and you see there's a man actually standing outside of the house, and he's calling, and he's like, Delore, where are you, my cat?"
Seriously.
I'm going stereotypical on this one.
I am going to. Can I roll a perception to find a cat?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll perception as well, if that's fine.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll perception as well.
Look, Jason's looking for something
Everybody
very different.
roll a perception at once.
Whoa! Shoot!
25, 16.
Miyabe, were you rolling your own or aiding? I was rolling my own.
I think Miyabe would probably roll his own. He would, because he's used to hunting and tracking, so he might try to track it down and see if he can find this thing.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't even talk to the guy. I think he would understand what he needs to do.
Yeah, same.
Looking around, you don't see a cat anywhere.
So Abner was gonna go a different way
Okay.
because his skill set lies elsewhere.
Alrighty.
Sir, earlier today I saw a cat going by that name, and we've already got it back at the shelter. The sheriff has asked us to come and retrieve you as a very dangerous storm is coming this way, and this is all going to be underwater. You should come with us. I'm sure your cat is just fine and safe and dandy.
Alright, so go ahead and roll a bluff check.
I think he's lying.
Oh,
Alright. He looks at you, and you can tell, there are tears running down his face. And he's like, "You found my cat. You found it, Delore. He's the only one left. All of the rest of them have been taken to safety. But if you say Delore has been found, I thank you. I will go find him now."
alrighty then.
You are able to convince him to depart for shelter.
Not that it's very good, but I mean, can I roll survival or something? See if I can find where this cat may be. Or I mean, that might be more perception, anyways. But
No, survival to track. It's just wet, and the DC is going to be more than 25. I'm sure.
Yeah,
If not
I'm-
impossible.
I can beat that. I can get 27.
I'm thinking that with the conditions, it's any trace of this cat would have been long washed away because the island town is starting to become flooded at this point. So you're not gonna be able to find any tracks.
The DC only goes up by 1 for every hour of rain.
Yeah, so it's only been raining for 4 hours, maybe. So.
Well, 4 days though, right?
Well, rain
It's been
also.
raining for a while.
Yeah, rain also
Um,
increases the
I know
base
that-
DC by 1 billion.
I know there's no point in me doing this, but I'll roll a sense motive.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, if Miyabe found out that it was a lie, I feel like he wouldn't be able to not help this guy until he found the cat. Luckily, my
Jason's
sense
just
motive
thinking, save the cat.
yeah, that
Must
too.
save the cat.
Save the cat.
Luckily, my sense motive is so low that I couldn't possibly pass. So as far as Miyabe is concerned, everything is good.
Well, I don't know what kind of circumstance bonus you're going to give me here, Sarah, but I'm going to go ahead and roll on it too. I'm not sure if the DC to hit's 23 or not, because I already think he's lying. I know he's lying. But we'll see.
Good job, Abner.
She knows what's up.
Oh.
Yeah, she knows.
All right.
Aluna knows.
But with that, he does pack up and he agrees to go to the shelter.
Is that another preparation?
That is
point?
another preparation point.
If we
This
actually
is-
find the cat, is that another preparation point?
Mm.
People
Sarah
are
gives us, 10.
obsessed with the cat. You guys are obsessed with the cat.
To be fair, I don't even think it'd be worth 1 provision
Oh
point.
my gosh!
It's half a meal at best. Poor cat.
Right? Like, what are we working with here? It's a
Don't-
cat.
Don't say it's just, oh, you just signed your own death warrant, Abner.
That's fine. It's an imaginary cat. Like,
Oh,
it's not
back
even a
up.
cat.
Back up. Don't be like that. This world is real. This world is real.
That cat is real.
I've been there.
Or whatever its name is.
I've been to Galarian. I know what it's like. You cannot tell me.
So, Luna, why don't you just create another cat in
Yeah.
your reality?
In your reality.
In your other reality.
Well, in my reality, we would have found the cat, but Sarah said no.
Use your infinity stone and create a new cat.
So we go to the last one?
Yeah.
The
Yep.
last one.
Successfully.
All right, so you guys go to the address of the last, and you come across a house that the door is shut and curtains have been drawn on all of the windows.
That'll protect them from the water.
What'd you say again, Sarah? Sorry, set the scene.
You come to a house that the door is shut and the curtains have all been drawn in the windows.
I don't know about that, Krimet. The water here is already high. And she'll go knock on the door.
She obviously did not roll a sense motive check.
So a middle-aged man comes to the door with a candle. Can I help you?
Is he old?
No, he's middle-aged.
Oh, middle-aged. So.
I feel old.
So who's to say, I guess?
It's just Brandon.
I feel.
It's just Brandon at the door.
What
Probably
was his
my Long
name again?
John's on a candle.
Amal Rashid.
Okay. Amal?
Amal.
Amal, Adela has sent us for you. The storms, you cannot weather them here. You have to come with us.
No. I'm fine right here. Thank you, though. I appreciate the
No.
concern, but it's quite all right.
Why does he sound so nervous?
He's hiding Dolor.
Aluna is going to start just making a repetitive motion with her hands as she's talking to him. And everyone else is just going.
Yeah, and I rolled a 21 sense motive to figure out why he sounded so nervous.
Yeah, so Kermit, you're watching him, and he's eyeballing all of you. Like, his eyes are darting around to all of you, and he's kind of, like, cowering back. And you get the sense that he seems to suffer from some sort of, like, agoraphobia. So the fact that there's a crowd of you... So agoraphobia is a fear of crowds and... of open spaces. And so the fact that, like, there's a group at his door is making him very nervous. And even more than that, the fact that you guys want him to go to a communal shelter is, like, really not flying with him. So he'll just say, No. I've been fine in this house by myself for a while now, and I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. You guys go take shelter.
Kermit turns to those guys and kind of whispers up to Miyabe. Well, I can't really do that, actually. So, why don't you guys go wait a little bit out in the street? Give me some space.
She'll nod. Back up.
Yep.
All right, I guess.
I will trust
So-
you, little one.
Kermit turns around, kind of just walks up to the guy. Hi, sir. I think we got off on the wrong foot. So we just wanted to come and help you get to a safe spot. Unfortunately, I think your house is going to be underwater. As safe as you always have been here, and I don't doubt that. I fear that it won't bode well for you. I'm sure that there's a nice place of solitude we can get you upstairs or up at the main area in your own private tent or something that's away from everybody else.
Roll a diplomacy. No. You don't understand. Listen. I've got money. I've got 500 gold pieces. You can have it. Just let me stay in my home.
Kermit turns around. Hey, Miyabe, this guy's going to offer 500 gold if we leave him here, or you could do your thing. And Kermit just walks off.
Maybe we could do both. Kidding. Damn, doesn't say that.
Are you sure?
Wait, I'm going to try to... Let me roll a wisdom check here. For myself. No. Okay. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do.
Miyabe would walk over a little bit and he would say, Sir, I hope you understand that your life is far more valuable than your gold. We are only here to help you. We do not want you to stay here and meet an untimely fate.
Okay, so are you going diplomacy for that or
He's gonna
intimidate?
try. I mean, he's definitely not gonna roll any better, but he's gonna try. If he has to, he will try to like grapple this guy and just drag him back. Like he doesn't want to do that, but he's like, this guy's gonna probably die if I don't. So it could have been worse. Bunch of -1 diplomacies over here, rolling 10s and above.
Abner, try something.
Well, I wanted to go next, but if you want, go ahead.
Oh, what? It's up to you. Whatever. If you
No,
want to
let's go. Let's go, Abner. Go ahead.
Okay. So Abner, go. Sir, I understand that you have objections to coming with us. However, I must tell you, as an expert on meteorological wonders, that you are directly in the path of this coming storm, and your house will most certainly be crushed under the weight of this storm. You must come with us right now, or you are surely gonna die.
All right.
I dare say you are surely gonna die.
I mean,
You declare your house is in the path of this here.
I would watch.
And I would not say the path of righteousness. I dare say the path of destruction.
Meteorologists spoke like that.
Right?
In terms
Andy
of
swear the
dying.
like the very appealing dress that a lot of the meteorologists wear too. The ones that are always on YouTube.
Right.
So he's going to, like, you guys are starting to like crowd up around him. He's gonna start slowly shutting the door. Thank you for your concern.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Real quick. Aluna's gonna kind of put a hand to shoo the rest away. If you will not come with us, can I come in with you for a moment? I just want to help you. Maybe I will take that gold. She'll ask.
If it's just you, then sure, you're welcome to come in.
She'll nod, and she's keeping up the rhythmic hand motions that she was doing earlier. She'll go in. As she goes into the room, she'll cast dancing lights to illuminate it and try to give it some ambiance, and she'll gesture for him to close the door.
She attacks.
Yeah.
He kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? When a bright light comes on.
Squints.
Squints. So when you cast the dancing light, he kind of squints and shuts the door at the bright light.
I promise I won't hurt you, but you got to listen. You're in some real danger. And the dancing lights are going to circle around the two of their heads as she keeps up that rhythmic motion. And hopefully, succeeding a check here, I will induce him into a trance. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a check.
What the heck is that?
I've pulled up a thing for you here. Hypnotism. You use the power of suggestion and subtle psychic influence to alter a subject's mind and dredge up repressed memories or do other things. DC, diplomacy check is 20 plus the subject's will save modifier against mind-affecting enchantment compulsion effects. So
I doubt he has any unique enchantment mind-affecting bonus.
He has iron will.
yeah. That the subject's will save modifier against mind-affecting enchantment compulsion effects. That's what the text says. So, anyhows, I'll go ahead and roll the check. Sarah,
Okay.
do you have the DC?
Hold, please.
This will save modifier would
Yeah.
honestly probably just be like a +1, maybe +2.
Plus,
Because if he's a commoner, he might have a 12 wisdom.
yeah.
And if he had like a rank in... No, you'd have to be like
No.
an adept to have a bonus on will.
You're not going to get it to will.
Yeah, no, his will save is 0.
So 20. So DC 20, he will be hypnotized. I have a 6, so this is not quite as leveled up as I would like, but we'll see what we can't do. Fingers crossed.
No.
Folks, that's a natural 1.
And that is a once per day ability. However, retry is yes, which I find funny.
Well, Miyabe, you're up, bud.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really weird. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave because I don't know what's going on here, and starting to freak me out just a little bit.
She'll sigh, open up the door. Miyabe, do your thing. And she-
Okay.
That's what I said.
What does that mean? Who's the Miyabe? What's a Miyabe?
I would love for Miyabe to like pull out his Earthbreaker, but that's not at all.
And the lightning crackles just at that moment as he stands in the door, like,
Miyabe.
I am Miyabe.
Miyabe would go in and he will be like, I am sorry about this, but it is for your own good. And he would try to like grapple him and like put him into like a fireman's carry. I think that's what it's called. Where
Yeah,
you like just put him over your shoulder.
Yeah, it's a fireman.
And like he would try to just carry him out like that. And just force him out.
Okay. First up, as you approach him, roll me an intimidate check.
He's not,
It's
like
charisma based
yeah, it's not like he has right.
for whatever reason.
You should have taken that trait
That
that
drives
let
me
you
bonkers.
use.
Yeah,
No,
it's
'cause
not bad.
my bluff didn't work.
That's a -1, but it's not a bad roll.
You should have taken
so-
that trait that lets you use strength for it. That'd be pretty cool. But we didn't have
I think
It's
traits.
a
feat,
feat.
though.
It's a
Yeah.
freaking feat.
Is it a feat?
It's a
Yeah.
it's a feat, my
Yeah,
friend.
Jason gave it to me as a freebie on his homebrew.
It should be a trait. It really
All right.
it should be a trait. Holy
So,
cow.
you're approaching him, and you can see that he's starting to shake. He's like, "No, we don't need to resort to violence.
Don't worry, I am not going to hurt you.
I don't know about that. You're a pretty big guy."
And then bam! Sucker punches him in the face, crashes his head into the wall.
No, he's just gonna grapple him. He doesn't deal damage for the grapple.
And at third level, I get pistol whip. I could have done that from behind. Sneak attack.
All right,
Well,
so go ahead and
I'm a 1'9",
now.
guys. Pistol whipping
roll your
anyone is
CMB.
ridiculous.
That might have been enough to shaken him, though. So
Yeah. So you could have a -1, -2, -1, -2.
probably enough to beat a CMB.
Probably.
Yeah, so you go up and you grab him, and he's like, personal space,
Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
and you
I hope
just
he has a
grab him.
signal whistle.
You grab him, and he just passes out.
Oh, that makes it easy.
Just
Just
limp
wait,
fish
wait,
in your arms.
Did Miyabe go in by himself?
Yeah.
So he comes out, and we just see this passed out guy. Miyabe, I thought you weren't gonna hurt him.
I am not sure what happened, but he just stopped moving.
He's dead.
I think he went. Is there a pulse? Like,
I
don't
said
know.
Luna will go up and check a
You
pulse.
see,
It's-
you see a flicker of fear in Miyabe's eyes. It's like I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I just picked him up.
So, as Aluna checks for a pulse, she then puts like one hand on Miyabe's chest and says, "Don't you worry. He is fine, Dakma. You do well." And she'll go to start walking back. However, there's no one else left to save, right? That was the last person?
That was the last one that the sheriff told you about.
I want to swing by to see if we can't find the cat.
Oh my gosh! So like this whole scene makes my little white lie seem a little less of a big deal, given we just scare fainted a grown man.
Hey, I tried to hypnotize him, alright? I just suck.
We
That's-
tried a lot of things.
That's the
we
difference.
tried a lot of things.
As you guys walk away, Kermit looks up. Miyabe's like, "Dude, you scared him to sleep."
Actually, that is more common than you might think.
I feel very bad for you. I'm sorry.
It is all right. I am used to it.
You're a funny guy, Miyabe.
How sad, though, actually, if that was someone's reality.
Yeah, I mean, people probably don't faint as much, but similar
Yeah.
reactions, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's called swooning.
Yeah.
They swoon over him.
I
See,
bet
I
they
don't.
do. He says he's not handsome, but muscles like that, come on.
So,
Kermit should tell you that he loves to be surrounded by people, so we should put that guy, once he wakes up, in the center of the entire settlement.
He wakes up and passes out again.
probably be best for him.
Right? I was gonna say he sleeps through the storm.
Yeah, I don't think that finding the cat is a possibility. Even with like checks and whatnot, I'm almost like Miyabe would probably think that the cat, like animals have their instincts about storms and whatnot. It might have just run off on its own and is already somewhere that it would be safer at. So
she's not actually
That
gonna.
was Abner's
Yeah,
thought
she's
process.
not
Unless-
actually gonna look for it. She's just kind of like doing a sweep that way as we go back, sort of idea.
Well, we won't, because you're the only one that knows that he lied and you didn't tell us.
Oh, that's true.
well, yeah. I mean, Miyabe thinks the second lie was true too, so he is really concerned about this guy because the storm's coming right through this house.
Well, are we?
Like, this is the epicenter.
Sarah, your face froze on the best. I gotta screen cap that. Holy cow! I print screen that.
Oh my god, that's Sarah's face! Her face is so
Oh man!
I was gonna take a snapshot.
I got it. I got a snapshot. We can check it later.
The cat is like going and touching all of the
Oh,
cords, and he
man.
just went behind my screens, and I'm.
If you snapshot
About
that,
to
Josh,
do
I'm just gonna tell
something
Sarah that needed to be your new badge photo for
That
her.
is perfect. That face was perfect.
You look so
for
happy,
that.
Sarah. You had
Am I
joy.
better
on your
now?
face. You're perfect.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
beautiful.
Throw it
Oh
into
my
it,
gosh. Thank you, Sarah, for all you do.
I'm like
Oh,
not.
man, that
I'm
was
not
so
really
funny.
a patient person. I don't do well with things that frustrate me, and so this is like week 3 of just.
Hey,
I'm just over it.
we've
You don't
made
know
it.
what things
We've
are
made it.
frustrating.
How
Why did you
many
invite me to this group?
consecutive weeks, Sarah? You and I have played a game, so clearly you've got a degree of patience. All right, let's not sell yourself short.
No, it's just I don't get it because, I mean, this is going off track, but we played on Friday with the exact same setup that we have tonight. And my second screen won't work. My audio's had issues. The cat unplugged my router. Like,
I think
my
it's
camera
just
freezes.
because we're streaming, and today's the only day when those things might possibly matter.
yeah.
And even
Yep.
then, they don't. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, it's a good point, Jason. It's Justin. Justin wasn't there Friday. Justin sabotaging me.
Wow. Well,
I think that's accurate.
I hope the cat's lost in the storm.
The cat went to go find the eye of the storm.
I not only
Anywho.
abandoned this party, Justin, I abandoned our friendship. I apologize.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
That's the
which
line.
way are you guys
Well, I
heading
realized
back?
we're going here, right?
I figured we were gonna go.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to
Because
go.
because I was thinking we were just gonna take this bridge and
Yeah.
come back. Like we were gonna do a
Yeah.
clockwise
Yeah.
circle around the bridges.
We'll just do that, and we'll keep looking around. Like, we want to do our best to make sure there's no one else left around who should be seeking shelter on higher ground. Also, is this really that much higher? Like, I know it looked like that in the one handout that it was higher, but on this map, it doesn't actually.
It can't be any higher. Look at it. It's got a dock. That'd be weird.
Yeah, I don't think it's like that picture. I think that was an embellished picture.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
talk
think it's
about
that much higher.
talk about embellished. That is pretty dang high comparatively. But if that's
Yeah.
not the case,
Yeah.
that makes
just
sense.
like the Alchemist.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'd give him a hero point for that.
Yeah. All right, so
So-
you guys are heading back this way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It wasn't
at-
graceful, but if we do succeed in bringing him back, will that be another preparation point?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I guess as we're
Um,
walking back, Kermit would at least be. I'm not gonna roleplay it, but just kind of like shouting out,
Yeah. Same thing.
anybody else who's that, bring out your dead. Ding ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Bring out your dad.
Don't be stuck
But yeah,
in
just
a
kind of
storm.
making sure if there's anybody else here, as time permits, he might just quickly hop over and just try to knock on some doors, see if anybody else answers.
This is
As far as you know, everybody else has been relocated.
Yeah, I think they had everybody accounted for.
Yeah, he's just doing it because there's probably time while you're carrying that guy.
Yeah.
Like
Plus-
he might not be hitting every house, but maybe every other.
Plus, this is only the second session, and we're already approaching the eye of the storm. You know this is about to be serious. We got to get
Third.
every.
Third session.
Oh yeah. It's the
All right,
third.
What
hold
an
on
idiot.
a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I've got to do some punishing of my children.
Oh.
She's talking about
You know
real
what?
kids, by the way.
That's a.
Dreamers.
No, it's just a bunch
real
of
children.
tadpoles.
Just a bunch of tadpoles. He's gotta go.
Tadpole.
And by punish, I mean murder.
By never see the light of day, literally.
So I think we've done pretty good. Like I failed the one, like the best
Yeah.
possible check for me to make.
But
like,
I think
the highest bonus.
I think we're fine actually.
But-
I'm very confident because we got all the stuff from the keep. We got every person saved except for
Would you
missed
get
just
skills
one
by
check.
players though too? Because if there's only 3 players in Eye of the Storm, then that's theoretically 2 less points.
I mean, I'd imagine that you'd have to
There are ways
balance it out
yeah.
as the GM. Be like either say like, oh, you'll get 3 rounds, maybe, or
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 other
just
thing
say amongst you choose 8 collective checks.
I would do
Maybe.
either that or I would literally just lower. So I know that if they have ranges, I just lower the number by 2 or 1 or whatever it is, depending on how many party members we're missing.
Yeah,
Okay,
something like
we're,
that.
we're good. We're good.
Okay,
for now.
Yeah.
so we're making our way
I
back.
shut the door, so we'll just hear like scratching on my door. But
Yep. And
It is
I
what
already
it
know
is.
what's going to happen. We're going to get to this bridge, and the water's going to rise, and it's going to collapse under us, and we're all
Yep.
going to die.
well, actually, you get to this island,
Oh, okay.
and as you're walking through the streets, you do hear the sound of meows that are coming from a hastily erected barricade that
Oh.
was thrown up on this town to try to hold off the water.
Kermit turns. Can I see where that's coming from exactly?
You can't. You can see the barricade, but you don't know. You don't see a cat.
Well, I
You
guess
just
I
hear
use
the
like
sound of-
the 17 perception. Is there any way I can hone in on the general direction or location of where it's coming from?
Yeah, like you can use your perception to listen, and as you're listening, you can follow the sound as it gets louder.
1 second, guys, and then I kind of hop in that way. Then
I'll run off
Okay.
with them.
Okay. As you guys approach the barricade, you see that there is a like carriage or cart that was used. More of a carriage that was used to help erect this barricade, and it sounds like the sounds are coming from inside this carriage, and you can see that there are 2 creatures that are pounding on the outside of this barricade.
What kind of
Clear the inside.
creatures?
Roll me a.
I don't think this is
something.
the cat we were looking for.
Well, do we have a
Uh,
picture, a handout maybe, or description what they look like?
2 quasits.
Yep. So I'm actually going to
2
put us over
kobolds.
there.
Oh no, those are just phase beasts.
Don't worry, it's just a shambling mound.
Sick.
So this is my
that one?
water
my
elemental.
beautiful homemade map that I did.
I love it. Everyone take a moment to appreciate the glory. Oh my gosh, is this like a railing over here?
This is supposed to
Barricade.
be the barricade.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So-
Everyone, let's give a
There's a
round of
big hole in
applause.
it.
Sarah's map making
Okay.
skills, so nice. Thank
Paint
you.
3D only gets you so far.
Yeah, I can see that. That's cool.
Are those water elementals?
Yeah,
Maybe.
knowledge.
I mean, I don't
plane.
know what the heck those are. Does knowledge
Yeah.
local help?
No, you need
yeah, so
planes or
I'm gonna say
religion.
that where you guys are,
It could be planes or
I think it is.
position yourselves. Actually, you probably would be. We'll say that you guys are like in this vicinity.
Nah, we're just
Where's
gonna
as you're
leave.
approaching.
I like how you
Cool.
assume we're gonna fight these water elementals. I don't see why.
I'm gonna
I
help
have
him.
enlarged myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I shoot these weapons.
I'm gonna help him. He says, "Patang, patang!" You don't hear any more bows. you hear like one screech.
There you go.
Clearly, these are my
Kermit used
my
scatter
elementals
shot.
now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
Throw
did
an
do a very good
alchemist
job of
fire onto it.
drawing Square. All right, and so I will need everyone to roll initiative.
Where do you want us
Maybe.
to be? Oh, there we are.
Ooh, do we got battle music to go with this water theme?
Yeah, 1 second.
Heck
The sounds
yeah.
of rain are the only battle music I need.
The sounds of rain. We're gonna have to get some more battle music with drums. That'll be pretty cool.
Did we figure out what the potion that was at the fort was? No.
Yeah, that was a cure light wounds.
Oh,
Yeah, I took
Aluna
it.
has that.
I took it.
of course you did.
Yeah,
She didn't drink it, but she has it.
correct.
It's okay. It's fine. See
So,
how this party's going. Miyabe and Aluna, they're gonna be hogging all the potions. It's fine. It's fine.
so what do we have? By the by, for we leveled up. We don't get anything until we rest, like spells or other stuff.
I can't remember. I was
I
gonna say I don't think that we've done it with spells. Like if you're a sorcerer, you get those slots, but you don't get prepared spells or something. I can't
Right,
remember
yeah.
exactly.
I think that's how we've done it. So I won't have my prepared spells because I'm a shaman. So I also, but I'll get my class abilities. Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So I can evil eye. I can evil eye. And watch. Elementals are also immune to mind affecting effects.
I
I don't know if that's
I
true.
think so.
I think that's true.
Because they're.
Yeah.
I don't think they have minds.
Yeah, they do. They're souls. They have souls. Surely they have minds.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, the earth elemental that you guys didn't fight, the book certainly painted that as a sentient creature, at least.
Yeah.
So I guess so. Yeah.
All right. So initiative, we have Miyabe with a 12.
I didn't roll mine yet. Sorry.
Abner has a 12. So who goes first there? Well, we're gonna need you to roll off because you both have
yeah.
a +2.
Roll Miyabe with a 7, followed by Abner with an 8. Snaking out
All
a
right.
narrow victory here.
So, let's see. Aluna's a 17 and Kermit's a 13.
Did we kill him?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Encounter
for a
over.
second.
Congratulations. You actually got enough experience for level 3, so I hope you prep that.
Yeah, 700,000 experience each.
Could you imagine a level 1?
That's a lie. That's a big fat lie.
A level
These are
1
actually
party
elder water elementals.
manages to kill a Tesseract and just ascends to godhood immediately. That'd be fun.
I read a
Ooh,
Reddit
level
post
3 gives
about
me
how
new
a
deeds.
GM
How GM what?
how a GM allowed a level 1 wizard to pretty much do that,
Oh yeah?
and I wouldn't have allowed it that way. But
I can't
you
think
know.
of what spell or trick does a wizard
It was some magical item like a teleportation, and they ruled that if the teleportation closes on the creature, then it decapitates it or something stupid like that.
have? Oh,
Perfect.
yeah. I was say you're
Sounds
gonna have
legit
to
to me.
you're gonna have to cheese a low level spell to do something that low level spell definitely doesn't do.
All
Yeah.
right.
Then again,
So-
you could just shove them in a bag of holding, I guess, and that kills everything. So
Okay. Top of round 1, we have Aluna acting first.
I will. I can't take a knowledge because it's planes, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I'm sure the DC is higher than 10. The one Aluna then is going to. She doesn't know that. She's an idiot. Well, she's not an idiot. She's a shaman. She's gonna go there and begin
Sign me up for the idiot class, please.
to evil eye that one. Which I think, if I'm understanding this correctly, I can use hexes as much as I want. That's pretty cool. The shaman causes doubt to creep into the mind of a foe within 30 feet. I think I just made it. Nope, I
You're
don't.
35 feet away.
Just kidding. I don't do that. I'll.
You can ready.
Yeah, I'll ready to do that if they close the distance on us. If not,
Okay, so you're readying to cast Evil Eye.
as soon as one of
I
them
s-
gets it within 30 feet, yeah.
I stepped away. Is any of this difficult terrain?
Oh, yeah, is that true?
No, you are in standing water. Well, actually, I guess if you're in
Well,
standing water, it
Maybe where
technically
it's
would be.
blue.
Well, I mean, it's all standing water. So you're like ankle deep in water. So we'll say that it's not difficult terrain for the purposes of this.
Okay. Well, it's doesn't matter to me because it's 20 feet or 10 feet. If I go there, I can actually do it. So I'll just do that and evil eye it.
Okay.
And
All right.
I'll give it to its attack. I think I have to pick one. So it's a -2 penalty on its attack rolls. Or I could do AC. Oh, that's so fun. No, I'm going to do attack. It's so fun.
Just do a different one every turn.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't forget
so-
cackle. You don't want everybody to like you.
Well,
So it's a will
yeah.
save?
A successful will save throw reduces this just 1 round. So yeah, go ahead. It's still going to hit him for a round.
And that's on the blue one?
Yep. And I've got the DC here. It's going to be 10.
I failed. I
Okay.
rolled a 5.
Nope. That's not going to do it. So it is for like
Okay.
7 rounds, I think. 3 plus the Shaman's Wisdom modifier. So yeah, for 7 rounds, it has a -2 penalty on its attack rolls.
Okay, so let me just write that in.
Does that
Here, if I can-
stack if I do another one? No way, right?
I don't think it doesn't stack with the same debuff, but I think you could stack it with other curses. So you could give it minus AC, then minus to its attack rolls and stuff.
Right, so I could keep evil eyeing it.
Right, but you have to choose a different one, I believe.
Maybe that is Whoa, that's so fun!
Alright, sorry, I'm just.
No, you're good. I'm learning my class, so thank you everyone for your patience. I've never played a witch or a shaman before, so I'm learning about hexes today.
Okay, so. It is now their turn. So they are going to.
Kill Luna.
What will they do? Hmm. So the blue one will. I lost my
Charge.
Yeah, I lost my second screen, so I'm trying to flip back and forth between a bunch of different screens.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one will charge at Aluna.
Ooh, that's not good.
Negates
this one
the
has a-
penalty it had.
Maybe that's why she said it's not difficult terrain.
Yeah, so it can charge.
Well, I mean, they're water elementals. I don't know
Yeah,
if
Sarah-
in water
Sarah,
it would make a
we
big deal.
know.
I don't know. Do they have the abilities to be able to charge in difficult terrain?
Yes.
They have a swim speed,
They
so
yeah, they're fine. They're water elementals, dude.
Yeah, but is it fine?
Trust me. Trust me.
all right. So Aluna, are you touching water?
I don't think so.
No,
Well, it rains. It's raining.
Okay.
pretty dry out.
So it's going to slam out at you.
Oh, you're dead.
Could be.
12 to hit.
No!
Okay.
Because I'm not flat-footed. Not that
This
it makes
one-
a difference, I realize, because I don't have a dex.
Will also move up
That's not good.
and try to slam you as well. Oh, actually, 14 doesn't hit, does it?
Why?
Because I looked at the damage modifier, not the attack modifier.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's a little sus. Yeah, no, maybe a 14 would hit. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Were you also canceling out the penalty because of the charge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that first one slam would be 5 points of damage,
Holy
Oh, that's not good.
shoot.
and the second one will slam you for. Oh, it's a natural 2, so that one's gonna miss.
5 points,
Yeah, I'll
you said?
make it mad.
5 points of damage. Yep. And that is their turn. Next up is Crimit.
So I'm assuming I see this big, massive wave blast, Aluna.
I mean, they're technically small, but
But yeah.
you see like this watery figure just start slamming her.
Hurry, Miyabe! Those things are taking out her ankles.
Not her ankles. No. How will she ever dance?
Let's see.
What are you channeling Abner in this?
Right.
It just came to me, okay?
If I move here, is that 20 feet?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I'll move there. Yeah, I guess I'll shoot.
All right. Which one are you shooting at? Green.
Green.
Okay.
Do you have your melee weapon out? I don't know. Is that firing into melee still? Even though they're in.
They're threatening her.
Yeah, so it's
it's
melee.
still firing into melee.
Technically,
You
okay.
could. Yeah.
She's threatening
That's
them
fine.
too. She has her quarterstaff out. She's got a BAB
Okay.
of 1 now, so she was able to draw it as she moved.
So this will be. I'll have to get the buff, Sarah, or the debuff. Sorry, but this will just be a -4 then to touch.
Okay.
And water elementals are
10.
immune to bullets.
A 10 just misses.
It's 11. I did something. I figured out their AC or their touch
He shouts
AC.
that back to us. Guys, their armor class is 11!
Their touch AC is 11.
Next up is Abner.
I
Oh,
reckon-
Poop sickles. It actually should have been higher. Crap.
What'd you mess up?
'Cause we
I-
were in range.
I had scatter on. If I was doing it as a cone attack, which does a -2, I did not realize I didn't take the buff off, so I actually gave myself -6. Fiend!
Oh shoot, that's terrible.
Oh well.
Rest in pieces, my dude.
Here. And shoot at green.
I swear to God, if I die because of that.
All right.
killing
so you're
me.
shooting at green.
Pew!
8.
All right, that will hit 8. It's touch AC for 8 bludgeoning. Or
And
piercing
18 was the
damage.
result of the roll.
And that was against green.
Yes. Taking the boost down to a
Oh,
14 for
right.
firing into melee.
Yeah.
Which still hits. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yee.
Yee.
Yep, just reading through elemental just to make sure. Okay. Next up is Miyabe.
So is Miyabe still carrying that guy? I assume.
Yes.
Dropping is a free action.
Yeah, he's not just gonna. Well,
Well, well.
Well,
you know what? I wasn't going to have him, but here's the thing. He sees these things charge at Aluna, and he sees her get hit, and he can probably see that she doesn't look terribly good because none of us have healed all the way after her previous fights. He is terrified seeing her alone against the two of these. So I think he would actually just drop the guy, and normally you'd see him pull out his Earthbreaker, but instead you see, if either of you might not be looking at him, but
Well, Krimmit has a
We-
whole dude on top of him now, so...
we, the audience, would see his eyes, which are like crimson red. They just kind of flash with like this ethereal aura, and you can see that his hands, there's like a darkness to them that they morph, and the fingers elongate into these sharp claws as he enters a blood rage
Oh.
and grows claws.
bring it out for the first time.
Josh, you're Krillin.
And he is going to
No! Weebs.
So I'm going to go on
All
Blood
of us.
Rage,
Okay.
and he is going to charge forward and hit
Okay.
blue.
Charge with that +2.
Blue. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I can only make one of my claw attacks this round, but I will do it. So natural one, perfect.
It's
So-
really fist the moment, you know?
Yeah, so in a moment of desperation, he rushes forward but is unable to land his hit.
He would shout
Well-
out to Aluna, and he would say, "Stand back! I will take them."
And it is Aluna's turn.
5 foot step back, Evil Eye, Mr. Green. So if I have it on 2 separate targets, their rounds get tracked separately. You're saying, Jace?
Yeah.
I'm going to need a pen and paper, but Sarah, I got you. 6 more rounds on blue and green. We're going to Evil Eye. We are going to lower his AC. Let's make it so that only a nat 1 is a miss. Actually, that's already the case, isn't it? But I don't know that. Why metagame when you could not?
Where I don't know where you're getting this knowledge from.
The math. So yeah, we'll go ahead and Evil Eye. So go ahead and roll a will save
Okay.
for green.
Because I think you're referring to their touch AC. Their regular AC is not their touch AC.
Oh, that's true.
16.
So it is going to be me plus half my level plus my wisdom modifier. So 10 plus 1 plus 4. So that will
15. So pass.
That'll
Okay,
pass.
so 1 round for that guy.
1 round minus 2 to his AC. Oh, this is fun. But you roll on my turn instead of me. That's fun.
Okay, so that was your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is their turn. So, right in front of them is this large man, so they will both slam out at him. So blue will slam for an 11.
That will hit.
I figured with your
Charge.
Raging Cajun AC.
Charge and rage. So minus 2 or 1.
Yeah, I'm at -4.
Alright, so that is 5 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay.
And the second one will, for a, just make sure, get the debuffs, 12.
Yep, 11 AC.
Okay.
And that was blue with the minus 2, don't forget.
Alright, that is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Oof, that's rough.
I'm legit gonna need a pencil on me
their
at all
turn.
times.
Now it's Krimit's turn.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out something here real quick.
How dare you?
No, you're good, Brandon. That's right. There should be 6.
Well, why is my dex only showing a 3?
You're a small size, so you get a +1 from your size on attack rolls.
Thank you. But should my dex be a +4 anyway?
I have no
It's a
idea.
17.
17, no, that's +3.
You need an
It's
18.
only a +4 at 18.
18.
Oh, I'm adding wrong. I'm an idiot. Okay, thanks for my, yeah. I couldn't figure out where the extra one was coming from. Thank you. All right, so I will, now I'm assuming, is this still the same standing water, or is this deeper water out in here?
I'm just gonna say that it's all the same.
Okay, so I'm going to move action, reload, 5 foot step, and then take a shot.
We really need that gun sound.
Okay.
So let me see if this works right. So I'm adding in my fire into melee.
We'll check your math.
Yeah, I don't know if it's not counting for some reason. So it's -4. So just make sure that's right. Doesn't matter anyway.
Okay, so unfortunately that's gonna miss.
Man, gunslingers suck.
Next up is Abner.
Full round to reload.
Alrighty.
Wow.
Next is Miyabe.
Miyabe is going to just, in a blind fury, no self, what's the word?
Preservation.
Self-preservation. He is just going to make 2 claw attacks against the one that got its AC lowered, the green one.
Green.
Okay.
And a bite.
So, no, he just gets 2 claws. He doesn't get a bite.
Not yet. You can get that later. One of the totems.
So, claw number 1,
20
to hit.
9 damage.
Yeah, so that will hit the green one.
Yes.
And
which,
that one will die.
Yeah, because it had already been
And
shot.
it cracked him
but-
one. Yeah, so going on blue now.
So his hand his massive claw just hits the side of this thing and just splashes it into nothingness. And he takes the other claw and he just slashes out at the other one as well.
Okay.
18,
For
9
9.
damage.
All right, so that one is not feeling great, but it's still up.
Okay.
And next up is a Luna.
The ability to heal sounds nice, but I don't have that ability.
Jason, did you want a 5-foot step at all?
No, he's staying in front of Luna.
Okay.
You could still be in front of her here.
Yeah, but then, I mean,
Yeah.
nowhere that he stands will he be in front of Luna and not in front of one of you guys.
Yeah, might as well be blocking the person that apparently is not shooting.
Go ahead and roll again. I mean, I might as well just evil eye him for a -2 to his AC. That's better than getting a aid, so we'll do that.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. DC
Yes.
15, we've determined.
Okay. That's a fail.
So for 7 rounds, it has -2 to its AC and -2 to its attack.
Okay.
And I've got it here.
How many rounds?
7. Each time it goes, it ticks a round, or it starts a new thing. Turning on rage gives him extra rounds of rage. That's good.
Okay. So that was Aluna's turn. Next, it is their turn.
She,
Well, his turn.
5 foot steps further back.
Okay. So the only one that's in front of him is Miyabe. So he already has a -2 from the first evil eye. So, okay.
They don't. It doesn't get like -4. It's still -2.
I know. I'm just
Okay.
because there's other stuff that's going on. I gotta keep in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gonna miss. I only rolled a 7.
Nice.
So that's a miss against Miyabe. Next up, it is Crimit.
Really much that I can do, so I'm just going to reload as a move action and then second move action to move over to here.
Okay.
Just kind of
Sounds-
splish splashing in the water. I cannot get a good angle on this guy. Thing.
I'm getting out of here.
I'm getting out of here.
I haven't said that at all.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Orin. Rest in peace. We all know you died in the Darklands.
Oh, he died 100 feet into the Darklands.
Yeah. We all know how that story ends. Spoilers.
Okay.
For our own
So,
podcast, which I hope you
Crimit
know
double
something to.
moves. Next is Abner.
Pew pew.
Oh,
jeez.
natural 20 for a 6 to confirm, which means it's gonna do 5 damage. Cause he...
Yeah. A 5 is not going to confirm, but it will do 5 damage. And that one dies.
That one dies. Beautiful.
Miyabe falls out of his rage and is now at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Because of how
Aluna
rage works.
immediately runs up to him and administers a potion, and I'm sure he's fighting her, but she makes him drink it.
There gonna be any potions left for anybody else in this adventure?
No?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Do you need a potion?
Did you not know that this is the Aluna and Miyabe show?
Did you need one? Did you ask for one?
No.
Ire of the Storm, Miyabe Aluna. That's the name of the podcast.
Oh, and you got minimum healing.
You know, I'm gonna have to watch through the first podcast, but I don't think I've successfully shot anything yet. Maybe
Got one
one.
spot, yeah.
I think once.
Sorry, Abner will start training you on.
I do, because I've shot one. 9 times. And I've hit once.
Man, potions are in and out with this group. We really need that wand to
As
cure
they
light
should
wound.
be.
As they should be. Consumables are meant to be used. That's my
Is everybody
philosophy.
feeling okay? I mean, I'm fine. Just more my pride for lack of accuracy.
Aluna,
You see
yeah.
Miyabe kind of like look at his hands because they've gone back to normal now and his eyes are normal again, but he kind of looks at his hands and you could see that they're shaking a bit, and he kind of looks over to Aluna with like fear in his eyes and he says, I could not control it. It just took over.
She's hushing him as she walks over. You do not need to worry, Dark Ma. I have told you this before, but I know that you are a good man. Okay? The blood does not control you. I know that.
Is there like a check to know what he is?
Yes, but no, you can't make it. It's very hard to determine a class or something like that.
I look over to our friend that we kidnapped. Is he drowning face down in 5 inches of water now?
He wakes up and sees the combat. Oh! Faints again.
No, actually, to be fair, if he's been knocked out this whole time, he's already sustained permanent brain damage. So, so he.
Wait,
might...
I hear cat sounds.
Yeah, I heard
I'm
it.
not sure if that was in Syrinscape, which is a really cool app people should check out because you could cat sounds.
Syrinscape, for all of your ambient noises. That was in the game. That was for sure a cat in the game. Pierre is much more vicious.
20 feet and fires into the wagon.
Wait, I could do that. Scatter shot. I check on the our friend over here. Is he still unconscious?
Yeah.
I should
he
hope
is
not. 'Cause
still
like I
unconscious.
said, though, for real, if he's actually,
But you can see that he's starting to turn blue. Like his lips are turning blue and his fingernails are
Is
turning
this because
blue.
he's cold or
Mhm.
was he snorting in water?
Yeah. No, I mean he's been in like ankle deep water while pouring rain's coming down.
Yeah, so-
Miyabe, the guy that you kidnapped from his house isn't looking too good.
Yeah, so Miyabe will, like, after Aluna says that, you can see him, like, breathing deeply to try to control himself. And when he hears Krimmit say that, he'll walk over and he'll take off his hide armor, which I assume is pretty warm, and he will put that on the guy, and then he'll put him into another fire.
filled with all your body sweat and the body heat.
Hey, it's better than freezing to death.
The best part is I think that is the body armor that he got from the Goop guy.
Right?
Yeah.
It's got goop chunk on it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Wet.
That's been washed away by the rain
thing-
long ago.
I'm sure, but yeah. So did we see Miyabe go into like some rage mode, or I don't?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you saw
I'm
that.
sure you saw his claws go pitch black and his eyes flash red.
So did he? When you mean claws, did he have like normal hands and like saber tooth and the fingernails grew out kind of thing?
The way I'm kind of seeing it is like almost like because his skin is pretty much jet black. So I'm kind of seeing it where like his fingers just elongate slightly and come to points. Like the bottom edge of his fingers would be like a razor almost. That's kind of how I'm seeing it. I wonder if I can find a good picture somewhere.
Miyabe, I've never seen anything like that. You got really pissed off.
Yes, it is. It is the curse of my blood.
A curse. That was so cool. I'm literally over here shooting a mechanical gun that I literally can't hit anything with, and you just straight up rage punch those water elementals to nothingness. You should teach me. I don't know how my webbed hands would work, but
Aluna is kind of looking at Krimmit and kind of cracks a smile because she knows the way he's viewed and treated back home. And it's nice for a person to hear of this curse and just be very dismissive of it right away. So she just kind of makes a sidelong glance to him, like, thank you. You know, well, Miyabe says whatever he's going to say.
Yeah, Miyabe doesn't make eye contact, but he says, I thank you. That is not the reaction that most people tend to have when they see me.
really? I'm a 2-foot frog. I get that a lot. Kind of taps you on the leg. It'll be okay, big guy. Let's go.
Gripply. You prefer Gripply, not Frog.
Amphibious, whatever you want to call me. I've heard many names.
Aluna, as Krimet kind of walks off. You said you were walking down?
Yeah, I'm walking back this way. Yeah.
Aluna, when she gets a moment quiet with Miyabe, she'll say, I am sorry, Abe. I did not mean to make you do that. I will be more careful.
As long as you are safe, it is okay, I think.
And she'll give him a hug before she rejoins the rest of the group.
Okay.
Did you kill that cat yet?
Oh, many times over.
It's an undead.
It kept interrupting at all of the like really sweet and cute moments. It'd be like, meow, meow.
Okay, Miyabe.
Could you imagine if it was like during like Aiden and Yari's big fight, if this cat just starts wailing, meow, or Oren's big blow up? Oh man.
Right?
Oh. Or worse yet, could you imagine poor Andrew if when Fullis goes down, the cat just meow.
I mean, maybe let it out of the carriage and then it would stop meowing.
I told you, I've been shooting at it.
I mean, if we let it out, it might run away. We almost want to just take the whole carriage with us.
Yeah. Throw the
It might
guy.
be better leave the guy on the carriage.
Throw
and
the
just
guy
take
in the carriage and just take the carriage. That's my vote too.
I mean, it's a full-sized carriage.
Yes.
We have a full-size Miyabe, so...
Sarah, I fail to see the problem here.
That dude has straight up horsepower.
Yeah, somebody Google the average weight of a medieval cart for me. Let's see if he can pull it.
Well, let's remember that Jason didn't max out his strength, so his strength's only a 16, whereas,
I can only drag 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Hey, I can push a car. Alright, I'm sure he can pull a cart.
But no, if the cart's not gonna work, then I guess we can do it. But
Oh, is it really not going to work?
Ooh. A typical prairie schooner weighed about 1,300 pounds. So...
Huh.
Schooner? That's a ship, isn't it?
That's what I thought, but no, it's a typical prairie schooner. Apparently they named...
Before I forget, I should say that for that encounter, it was a CR3 encounter, so you earn 800 XP.
Ooh, that's not bad.
400 XP each.
That's how much we got for
for each
in-
water elemental,
Yeah.
not each person.
each. Yeah.
Is anybody good with cats?
No.
No, I don't have. I have handle animal 2.
He kind of looks at Miyabe. He's never
my
met people.
yeah, my handle animal is not on the list of skills that I even let myself use. So
You even let yourself
Alright,
use.
Well,
So
walks up to Abner.
if we look into the cart, what does Aluna see?
Yeah, so if you look into the carriage, you can see that there is a cat in there and it's like scratching at the door, trying to get out.
She'll just open it.
Okay. So you open the door and the cat kind of looks at you and then kind of hops out and then just starts like weaving in and out of your legs and like rubbing up against you and purring.
And it's in the water willingly?
Mm-hmm.
Huh, okay. That's surprising for a cat. But
and given the area, it might be used to it.
yeah, that's probably true. So,
Roll a perception check.
sure.
Kermit looks up at Abner and I did not expect that.
Is this a human? Wild shaped. That'd be crazy. No way. That's not reality. 27?
So you notice that this cat has a collar on, and on the collar is a very large pearl, a single pearl on the collar of this cat.
Is there
It's
a
a
name?
pearl power!
Is there a name tag?
Nope, no name tag.
Oh, I should have put a point in spellcraft. Gosh darn it.
I mean, I have spellcraft, but I don't have detect magic on.
I have detect magic prepared, so I'll go ahead and cast that real quick.
Okay, it is detecting his magic.
It
Can I
detects
do
his.
a spellcraft check
Yeah.
on it?
She'll
Yeah,
tell
sure,
him
roll
it's magic.
spellcraft.
It's magical. I'll roll to aid. Well, we ain't doing better than a 12, and that's stealth. I'm sorry. That's survival. I'm done.
Dude, you got 12, 22, and 2.
You used up your 15 and your 18 on 2 skills you weren't even supposed to
I
roll.
can just picture it like in a game when you're like accidentally hitting the wrong button. So like Luna's like trying to crouch and then suddenly goes to build a campfire and then switches.
No, I swear, every time I play Dark Souls when I fight a boss, this is exactly what happens. It's like, dodge, 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 no, don't parry, dodge, roll.
You better dodge. No, don't play a stupid emote.
Yeah.
So
Nope.
I don't learn anything from that.
No,
Neither does
I
unfortunately.
that.
learned that you don't know how to click spellcraft.
If if Aluna bends down and kind of like puts her arm out to like let him crawl up on her shoulder, Willie the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so she'll do that, kind of drape him over, kind of like Caleb. Was it Caleb? What was the wizard's
Yes.
name from? Yeah.
Caleb Widowgast.
Yeah.
Caleb Widowgast kind of got him draped over. Like,
Frumpkin.
yeah.
Yep. And it's kind of gross because this cat is sopping wet, so it's like a
I see
wet,
that.
cold lump of fur.
Yeah.
We're
It's not like
stopping
beer
it,
right now.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, we're something gross, and I don't think Aluna cares. So
Yep.
on we
To
go.
safety.
Okay. So with the cat, you make your way back to one of the shelters. I don't know if you, which of the shelters you would go to.
The big
The
one.
safest one.
The safest.
Well, they were putting people in both the stone hall and in the counting house.
The stone hall is
Probably
further
whichever
up,
one's closest.
right?
Okay. So if you go to the stone hall, you go in and you see Maso Pareto, and you walk in with Delore, his cat, and he's like, "Oh, you found my cat. I thought the cat was
Found my
safe.
cat.
You told me the cat was safe."
The cat was safe.
And you see that he is surrounded by 15 cats that are just like, "Meow, meow, meow, meow." And he's like, "Oh, my little Delora, give me my cat." He's like, "Oh, thank you so very much. I appreciate it." And he'll say, "Listen, I am so thankful for you to find my cat. You can have this treasure. This is a pearl that was passed down from my family, but it means nothing to me now. I only care about my cat." It's so hard to do. I can't do it.
Leah, thank you.
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
It's me, Mario.
So he will thank you for saving his cat. And actually, for saving the cat, you do earn 100 XP.
Oh, hey, that's gonna be 25
Justin.
apiece.
See,
That's why you-
Justin?
Cats are
The
worth
same
exactly
amount for
100
killing the
XP. Yeah.
Looks like we all, the 3 of us, get 33.33 repeating XP.
No, there's 4 of us.
No, Justin doesn't get any because he wanted to kill the cat or leave
Yeah.
the cat.
Oh yeah.
Killed 2. I helped kill 2 of the elementals. What is your problem?
I
What
killed.
did you hit?
I
What did you
helped
hit,
kill.
Grimmett? Hey! I was shooting at the water elementals. He was trying to shoot the carriage and just coincidentally was hitting the water elementals.
Could you imagine?
Well, I will say
Listen,
I'm missing.
we are coming up
You hit him.
on.
I do declare they've made this carriage out of armor-piercing material. Or
Armor piercing carriage.
wait! What are you doing? Putting it in a giant cannon and just firing. Boom! It's like a torpedo hits the hull of a giant ship. Bam! Through the other side. Davy
I
Jones'
hit it.
locker got nothing on this armor-piercing carriage.
an armor-piercing carriage. God, better not be on the other end of that when it's rolling downhill.
Eat your heart out, Davy Jones.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked the pirate fight on Syrinscape, which doesn't fit what's
Oh,
going
she
on.
says
So-
accidentally as a Ghost Spectre ship emerges from the sea and crashes into the land as hordes of skeletons wore out. Yeah.
If this session is not named Ire of the Armor-Piercing Carriage, I'm going to be very upset.
Oh dear, this went a direction that I didn't expect.
Well, we are coming up on
Oh,
10:25.
man.
Do we want to
Yeah.
keep going, or do you want to settle up into this nice ending scene?
I think we've lost it, to be honest.
No. So, as you guys get back to the stone hall, you're looking around and you see that the sheriff isn't here, and one of the townspeople will come over as you walk in, and they will say, "Oh, you're back. Sheriff Adela left not too long ago, and she hasn't come back yet. She was going to investigate some thunder and lightning strikes that were hitting the northern barricades in town, and she hasn't come back yet. I don't know if you can go out and see what's going on. If anything's happened to her. She went by herself." And we will go ahead and we'll end it there. No, there's no armor-piercing carry.
I'll say though, the sheriff seems very competent to me. I think she can handle herself. So we'll camp here for the night. We'll help us.
We'll risk our lives for a cat in a carriage, but they're like, listen,
The Armor-Piercing Carriage.
the armor-piercing carriage, but the sheriff's like, listen, I gotta go make sure things are cool, and we're like, nah.
Did we hear the lightning strikes that they were just chatting about?
Yeah, I tried to play it on Syrinscape, and that's when I hit Pirate Battle, and
I love the
I was
idea
trying
that,
to-
like, amidst all of this lightning and thunder and chaos, there is one specific area that's getting hit repetitively with lightning. It's like, that sounds like Magical Storm, if you ask me. It's a little sus.
Let's not forget that I think 3 of us are 1 hit away from going unconscious.
Not just
So,
unconscious. I'm pretty close to permadeath.
I'm at 3 hit points.
Yeah.
And you wasted a cure light wound.
Hey, I do have a healer's kit now, though, so I
What are you
can.
guys' HP at? 'Cause I think I have more HP than all of you combined.
I think that's
I
true.
have 22, but when I'm raging, I'm 26.
No, I meant like your active, your current HP.
Oh, 3.
4.
4.
Yeah, I have 13. I guess I'm the new tank.
You know what?
I can't shoot anything, so might as well stand up.
Welcome to the
Face as a shield.
Welcome to the front line, soldier. You'll get him. He just like pushes Kermit into the trenches.
If you think this pistol's impressive, wait till you get a look at my armor-piercing carriage.
I bet you had something to see. Good luck, pal.
I did not mean for that to sound dirty.
I didn't take it that way until you said it, but that's all right.
I thought you guys were laughing.
this is a clean podcast.
I don't know about that. We might have lost it today.
I believe I've had my hand in this and we are banned.
Jason actually died. He fell off the screen. He literally fell out of the
He doesn't
camera.
want anybody to see his face and he's smiling.
He doesn't want to admit the fact that he laughed at a pervy joke.
Those are my favorite kind of
It's
jokes.
like a bad episode of Gintama.
There are no bad episodes.
Well, everyone who stuck with it or is listening back on the podcast version, thank you so much for tuning in to the Mildly Heroic Podcast, Hearth of Darkness. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday evening and a great week ahead. We will see you next Tuesday.
Make sure to keep all arms and feet inside the armor-piercing carriage.
Torpedoes out of there. Beautiful. Oh, man.